All right, episode 7 of the Jolly Chamber podcast, and today we have the one, the only PokeGaz. How are you, brother?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm pretty pumped, mate, and I'm pretty excited. I've got my PokeGaz hat on. I like your,
Yep.
I like your shirt. I was gonna say, are you gonna make some more merch?
There's a few plans for a bit more merch. You have one of 5 of the Error Print hats.
And it's signed by
Signed first
Gaz.
edition.
So what actually happened with these hats? Because can't really see it close up, but you can explain what happened?
So I went through, I'm going to name them Vistaprint for some merchandise. Sent them the design. They got back to me and were like, look, we've got to change a few things so it looks good. I was like, okay, yep, fine, that's all good. Approved their what they sent back to me. And that turned up. You can barely even, like, if you didn't know it was PokeGaz written there, you wouldn't be able to read it.
It's pretty small. Did you plan on having it bigger? Like, was it supposed to be a bigger? It
That
almost
was
could be the
apparently
size.
as big as it could go.
It's almost like it should be the size of what's on your t-shirt right now. Is what would have looked good.
Yeah. But also looks like I'm thumbing my eyeball out of my socket on the hat.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was 5 of them made. All 5 have gone out to mostly streamers. So I think you've got one, Swansea, Harry, Woody, and Diva.
Awesome.
I think got the 5th one. So
Shout out to all those guys too.
yeah, but yeah. So we've got the t-shirts and the stubby coolers on the eBay page. Hopefully, actually, you're going to be the first person to see it. I had these done and picked them up today.
No way.
First ever person to see it, but
come on.
so we got the mugs.
As they dive on down on the back.
Let's dive on down
and
take a look.
Yes, brother.
I don't know how clear that's coming up, but
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
mate.
So there's that one there, and then I tried this one. I don't know how well it's going to work. I literally haven't tested it yet, but it's a heat change.
Oh, I can see like your logo on it. So you put when you get the hot water in it.
Yeah, it needs a clean. Like they don't really clean it. But it should put the hot water in, it changes to white, and you should be able to see my logo. So,
and they're going to be on your eBay page, yeah?
Hopefully. I literally only got one of each of these done as a test.
Yeah.
So I didn't want it to be like the hats and order 20 of them.
Oh, mate, I'm pumped. I think I'm going to hit your eBay store up after this, mate.
Yeah, so the mugs aren't on there yet, but the t-shirts and the stubby coolers are there.
Done.
So, yeah, I'll keep trying to add a few more things to it.
Yeah, well, as I was going to say, you've actually you are pumping yourself pretty good. You're very serious at what you do. That's what I appreciate about your channel. You're doing it very serious. Like everything is top tier. Like I even went back and watched your first video, which was actually pretty funny, by the way. Like, but have you watched it recently?
I went back and watched that just before my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. I went back and watched it because I did a bonus video on a Thursday because that was the exact 2-year anniversary, and I opened the same 2 products.
Oh, no, yeah, the Pokemon Go Eevees box, I think it was.
Yeah, the Eevee box and the Executor box, yeah.
But even on your first episode, you'd already kind of started a little bit of editing. You had the 2 cameras set up, and you had the microphone already there. And you had the backdrop was already there with the lights. Were you already doing a YouTube channel prior to this, or were you just like...
No.
So did you...
No.
You didn't set that up, though, for the YouTube channel, did you?
100%.
So you knew going into your first episode, you wanted it to be, like, big from the get-go?
Yeah. I didn't want to... And not that there's anything wrong. Like, if you want to start a YouTube channel and you want to go in with just your phone recording on your hands, go for it. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just go ham at it, and... yeah, I bought all of that storage stuff behind me. I even relocated, because it's my gaming computer.
Yep.
Relocated from one room of the house to this room, just so I could set it up the way I wanted to do. So, yeah, yep.
To make a bigger studio.
Yeah, and to make a studio.
I got it.
Because previously it was just a room with a gaming computer because I just gamed.
So did you you didn't have your full setup like you have now. You had different cameras back then. The lighting was a bit dimmer.
Yes.
So how long before you started updating all that? Or how long before you thought, oh, I'm going to start really taking this serious? Even though it sounds like you took it seriously right from the start. You were moving rooms around for it.
I was like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it properly.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, go, dive headfirst into it, do it properly. I started upgrading bits and pieces over the 2 years. So, I had Kmart lighting. I think my first video was actually recorded on my MacBook instead of the massive PC, which is in absolute shambles at the moment.
Yeah.
But we can get to that one later. But yeah, I slowly started upgrading. I got one Elgato light, then got a second Elgato light, got some for Christmas, off the family, that sort of stuff. Microphone, I got the Yeti, which I got from the start. And over the course of 2 years, watched more and more videos on the filters and how to get it to sound good. Upgraded the cameras this year. It's been a slow progress of upgrading, but
it's a very expensive hobby though as well. Like people don't actually realize how much actually goes into it. They think you're just sitting there with Pokemon cards ripping in front of an iPhone. I wish it was that simple.
Well, the 3 cameras alone I think was $1,600.
Wow.
The lighting was probably another 1,000.
Are you a big
microphone?
Are you a big Elgato nerd? Like, because the Elgato addiction is very real. I found.
I have everything Elgato except microphone.
Yeah.
I've got 2 of the 4K webcam cameras. I've got 2 of the on the sides on the screen. There we go.
Yeah.
2 of the big Elgato lights.
The key lights.
Yeah, the big ones. I think they're like bigger than my head.
Yeah.
And then in front of me, I have 2 of the little lights. Only the I forget what they call them. The lights, LITEs, maybe
light air or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Yep. I've got Elgato foot pedal.
Oh, really?
That's mostly for gaming. Yep.
How do you use that?
Yep.
I've never seen anyone use that.
It's got 3, kind of like in a car. You got 3 pedals.
Yeah.
If you can drive stick shift.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can set them up for whatever you want. So if I'm gaming and like I play a lot of DayZ where you talk in game.
Yeah.
I don't have open mic on. So one of my foot pedals is to activate the mic rather than trying to hit like V on the keyboard and yeah. And then one of the other pedals is to like throw. So
yeah. Okay, is it kind of like a Stream Deck, but like you don't have to? Obviously, it's not as complicated, but it's just so you can still do little things like that without having
3 buttons that you can allocate to do whatever you want.
See, that's why I love Elgato. Yeah. This is why I've become such an Elgato fanboy, and this isn't me trying to get an endorsement, Elgato, but yeah. When I first started, I was I was like, oh, I'm not going to spend like $200 on a light. I'm not going to. Because I was going to go for the Kmart stuff. I thought Stream Decks were stupid. I actually said that out loud once. I said Stream Decks are stupid.
Yeah.
And then here I am going, how do I make my Stream Deck bigger? Like,
Well, I did that. I started with the small Stream Deck.
Oh, the 6-button one?
Yeah. And now I've got the one that's like 8 across, 4 down, the 24-button one.
Yeah. I think that's going to be my next gift to myself. After I'm actually buying the Elgato ring light soon. So this has just become a commercial for Elgato. But like, I am... When it comes to tech,
mate, I'm a commercial for Elgato and Yeti.
Oh yeah, Yeti. The Yeti mics are actually really grouse though, eh? And they're actually like decent.
No, sorry. I mean, I've got the Yeti mic, but
is that another brand? I'm not trendy enough to know about coffee cups. Okay, I'm not that trendy, mate.
Yeah. I go camping, so they're great for that.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I watched your the Evolutions break the other day. Oh my god. Did you sell your soul for that box? Because that wasn't
my box.
Oh, really? Where'd you get that from?
Yes. So I'm part of a Facebook group, Australian Pokemon Community.
Yep.
And one of my best mates is admin on there. and they do some awesome stuff. So all those packs were sold / raffled on the on that Facebook group.
Okay.
And then they donate money to Autism Awareness Australia.
Oh, nice.
From each of those. And yeah, my good mate Alex was like, look, I've done this box, break it on your channel. So yeah, I got to have all the fun without any costs associated.
Yeah.
So
Because
yeah,
that was the most ridiculous like evolutions box I've ever seen. That had 4 Zards, yeah? It had the Holo, the Reverse, the Mega Charizard, and what's the other one? The other...
It was the standard EX.
And you pulled the Mega Blastoise as well, I think, out of it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, there was only one Charizard that we didn't get, and it was the Mega Charizard, not full art.
Yeah.
But there was 4 packs that were sealed. So I'm just going to go with it.
Mate,
all 5 are in that box.
That was insane. I was watching that going, this can't even be real. Like the amount, you know, it's funny because I went and saw my mate the other day, Shiny Card Traders, shout out to Shiny Card, and I bought some Evolutions packs and I pulled nothing. I pulled Reverse Farfetch'd, I think, or something crap like that.
Yep.
Like, and that's been pretty much my entire relationship with Evolutions. So,
yep.
But
well, I mean, I don't know when this podcast is coming out.
Sunday.
Probably tomorrow.
Sunday. Tomorrow you've got your box break tomorrow.
I've got the big break. Yes, we've got an Unbroken Bonds and Evolutions and a Unified Minds box.
Well, that's actually so this will be out after that. So hopefully by then I'll be like celebrating with my was it the Mewtwo in the? Is it the Mewtwo?
Yes. So there's the Mew and Mewtwo.
Yep. And then,
which, funnily enough, isn't the biggest card in the set. It's a waifu.
Oh, is it?
It's the most expensive anyway.
Yeah.
The biggest is definitely the Mewtwo.
Yeah.
You got the rainbow and the standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
And you sold that out in like a week, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah. My first ever box break, with like not being associated with Australian Pokemon community or anything. Didn't do any advertising through Instagram, literally just all through the channel.
Yeah.
Just wanted to test the waters and see how it'd go because I'm a small channel. And I'm
getting
not
up there, mate.
A rip and ship channel, so I wasn't sure how it would go or how long it would take. But yeah, sold out in a week, and I think everyone had paid up within 4 days. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for it. I'm pretty pumped, but I have a confession to make. I'm actually not going to be able to watch it. I'm actually going out with the missus on Friday. I'm sorry, bro.
I've had like 4 people message me and they're like, I'm not going to be online at that time. I'm like,
I know.
What can you do? Like, the video will stay up and
breaks my heart. Yeah. I can't even try and watch it under the table because I'm like going out on a date with the missus. So if she catches me watching Pokemon while I'm out at dinner.
I'm not worth
it. I'll be done, mate. Not happy. Happy.
One of the guys, he's got the biggest amount of packs in it. One guy bought 5 spots.
It's 500.
And
who are these people?
To watch it either. Yeah, I know.
That's still exciting though. Did anyone want to keep it sealed? Because I hate it when people want to keep packs sealed on when they do box breaks.
So I didn't like in the post I put on my community tab. I was just like, every pack's been open. Like, it wasn't an option. I've had a few of the guys reach out from Australian Pokemon community and say, look, I'm doing the raffle for the packs and stuff. Do you want to open on your channel? And I'm like, are people opening the packs or is people wanting them sealed? And they're like, oh, it's 50-50. I'm like, no.
It's kind of
it doesn't make good content.
100%.
It doesn't make good YouTube content. Like, if I was doing that in the Facebook group and I was doing it live then, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But doing a YouTube live stream and it's like, this person's getting it sealed and this person's getting it sealed and we're opening 2 packs.
It takes the fun out of it, I think, too, eh? I think
people aren't there to see a box get broken.
Yeah, like handing out packs to your mates. Like, I want to know what's in it. Like,
yeah.
I think the best one I ever saw was I don't know if I'm throwing him under the bus or not, but Gogi did a really good one. He did the black and white one, and he did some people wanted it sealed, some people didn't. So he gave out all the sealed ones, and then he ripped all the packs, and it was black and white base, and then he pulled the Zekrom and the Reshiram, the 2 biggest cards, out of the rips.
Right.
So it was kind of like awesome. Like, at least he pulled the two biggest that you
Yeah.
could get. And then the people at home
Yeah.
probably got their sealed packs going, crap. Like,
It's definitely not in there.
yeah. So I was like, oh, well, you probably should have rolled the dice and got some of them ripped ones, eh?
Yep.
I'm going to ask, because you've been opening a lot of collection boxes, and you opened up Hidden Fates the other day. And once again, are you just on this mad luck streak at the moment?
Kind of.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Like, yeah, like, you know, I hit the this bad boy right
Oh,
here.
it just has it sitting hanging out in front?
Oh, mate, that's not leaving my sight.
Mate.
So I'm having luck with the pulls. Not much luck with the views, though.
Well, that's...
Yeah.
I got to ask you about that, because you're opening a lot of stuff. You open a lot of collection boxes, and those tins aren't cheap. The old Hidden Fates tins, they've gone up again. They were like $80 not that long ago, but they've gone up again.
So I literally bought those tins a week ago.
Yeah.
$100 a tin.
So I gotta ask straight up, right? So when you go to make a
Yep.
video, and do you sit there and tell yourself, all right, shit, this is $300. Like, do I want to do this? Is this a good idea? Do you ever sit there and tell yourself that? Or do you go full degenerate? Nah, fuck it, I'm going to open these anyway.
I go full blown degenerate. I'm just like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Why not, right? I've got it here. Like, I've got storage of sealed stuff that I won't go into.
Oh, real?
Yeah, and that's personal collection. Like, I don't go into that that space. It's it's sealed
They're
for
safely
future
kept
investment.
away? Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And then I've got stuff behind me as well that I don't touch. But if it's not in the stored part or it's not behind me, it's free game.
Oh, so when
It
you,
occasionally crosses my mind that this is expensive.
it's a dumb expensive hobby, but so like for example, when you rip a $300 product, and then like you say the views don't go up. That was something I sort of found out long ago when I first started YouTube. So I went through a stage where I was like, maybe if I open more expensive shit, the views will bounce up. Never happens, yeah. So I always tell people when they start Pokemon channels, don't go for something crazy right at the start.
You don't need...
Yeah.
Yeah, my biggest video was like 2 months ago.
Is it the Target one?
And yeah. So like I at the moment, like views are down at the moment. And I think it's just a Scarlet Violet thing.
Yep.
People have lost interest in the hobby.
Yep.
It's boring. The sets are rubbish. Like
I did want to talk to you about that actually.
Yep. But views are definitely down. But then, yeah, like 2 months ago, I did a video on a Monday, and it got to like 2,600 views. Can't remember what that one was, but it was literally nothing special. Maybe something 151 or something like that. And then the Friday was Target's gone crazy, 50% off sale video, and 3,800 views. By far my biggest view ever. Like,
so
I've opened Mewtwo GX boxes.
Yeah. So
about a year and a bit ago, and got like 100 views on it.
Yeah. So what do you
Like,
attribute that to?
and they were, yeah.
Do you think it was more?
I got no idea, bro.
It's the algorithm, or it's the title? Because that was the one title you had that was kind of like that. You don't have any other, like when I was scrolling through your videos, that was kind of the one that kind of stands out as Target.
Like the thumbnail or the title?
Both, kind of both, because you had like the Target in the background, you had the title. I thought maybe that could it be that, because I always do the same. I look at mates' videos too, and I go, why did that pop off compared to that? Like
I look, I've honestly given up trying to work it out.
Yeah, bad, eh? Like that algorithm.
It's spiral. It's a spiral.
It's not real. It's not real. I'm
it's not. Like it can't be real. Like my quality is getting better. Well, I like to think of my videos and my audio and all that sort of stuff. I'm opening some cool product, and yeah, I've had videos. Like my second biggest video was the ARCEUS UPC.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, see,
when that came out. Like,
I ripped that
yeah.
and I got nothing for that. But my ARCEUS video is pretty bad, and it was back when I didn't really edit it or do anything good, so I can't really complain.
Yeah.
But, did you open that when that came out though? Was that when?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that blew up.
Yep.
That was kind of a weird.
I think it was like 24 or 2,500 views.
Yeah, and that's awesome because you get
which
that
is massive for me.
And did you get those views really quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I've never had anything blow up over 400. 400 is like my most watched video, yeah? Like, and that's over a long amount of time. So I've never even had anything just go, whoa. I've had shorts blow up for no reason, and it does my head in because I don't know why. You know, it'd be a random short. I got one short that's got like 35,000 viees on it. I'm like, why? Why?
Yeah, right.
Why? Like, why that one? Like, why that one out? And it gets like 50 views every day. I'm like, why? I've got no idea why.
I've done like 7 or 8 shorts in total.
Yeah.
And a couple of them hit like 1,600 or 2,000. And
you're not big on doing the shorts, or
like,
you just don't? It's just another thing you got to worry about.
Yeah, I just don't worry about it. It's not how I want to build my channel.
Yeah.
Like, it can be a good way to build subscribers, but not a great way to build a community.
100%. Well, do you think so you do about 50-50, yeah? You do, because you do a video a week nearly, and then you do a live.
2 videos a week.
2 videos a week and do the live. So have you...
The lives are not weekly.
So the lives are just kind of when you got something, or...
Lives are a special event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a box break or new set drops, I'll do a live on the day the set drops and open a case because I'm an idiot.
It's easy to do.
But birthdays, like, anniversaries on the channel, that sort of thing. There's the monthly members appreciation live stream as well. But I wouldn't say it's not a regular thing. I'm a video channel at heart.
So I'm actually surprised you say that, because I would have thought that you liked doing the lives better. Like,
oh, don't get me wrong. I love doing the lives. They're way more fun.
Yeah.
Interacting with everyone. But when you're not a rip and ship channel,
it's prices.
Live streams.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I had to slow down for a bit, because you start ripping 2-3 booster boxes every Friday, and you're like, all of a sudden you're like, I could have already had the Elgato lights. I could have already had the brand new camera. So it gets up. I
think my last live stream was the 2-year anniversary.
That was only just passed the way. Like, you only just did 2 years recently.
Yep, last
Congratulations, mate, by the way.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. But, it was like 2.5 grand worth of stuff.
That makes me sick.
That made me sick. But you got to do it once to know that it's a bad idea, right? That's like, I did every celebration stream.
I did one.
What was that? I could stop at one.
Oh yeah,
every celebration stream.
The most I opened was I did a big drinkathon video last year, and it was a really bad idea because I did it on a Saturday in the day, and I had like no one watching me, man. And I bought a case of Obsidian Flames because that just come out the Friday. Bought a case of Obsidian Flames. I bought a box of Paldea, a box of Scarlet Violet, a bunch of UFC boxes. I think I had some ETBs, and then I bought like a bucket of shots, and they bought like 4 bottles of alcohol. Like it was an absolute mess of a stream. But I was like, at the end of it, I made 50.
I was there.
Were you there? Yeah, were you there?
I was there.
50 hours watch time, and I ripped about $1,500 worth of shit, and I was like, that was a bad idea. I felt like that made me sick. You know when you click at the end of the YouTube video and it tells you how many watch hours it is? It said like 52 hours. I was like, that made me sick. I was like, I just ripped like $1,500.
Wasn't the alcohol?
It was definitely the alcohol. I was way seedy the next day, but bloody hell. But no. So don't go ripping too much stuff. But it's easy. It's fun to do though, right? That's the hard part.
I love it, man. I love the live streams, like the interaction with people. Ripping stuff, like it's just so much fun. Like, but you can do a video for $40.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, because you open a lot of collection boxes,
do a live
right?
stream.
Yeah.
So
you open a collection box, you make a video, and then you go, okay, I've only spent $40, and you roll the dice on, 100 views. You roll the dice on 3,000 views. Yeah, it's probably a lot easier to make that choice, I guess. But
like. I try to do all of like the newer stuff that's come out, and then I throw in, like the hidden fates from time to time. Just you can't just do video after video of Shrouded Fable. Yay.
Yeah. Tell us how you really feel about Scarlet and Violet, mate. Like,
not great.
so
Yeah.
well, I'll ask this first before I ask that. Like, how did you like? I fully just lost my train of thought. So, what do you collect for yourself now? Like, are you collecting Scarlet and Violet? Is that do you collect sets? Like, are you a set? Because you're ripping a lot of product.
Like,
so I can, in my head, I can only assume that you're big on promos because you open a lot of collection boxes. Or you just do that purely for content?
Big on promo.
Oh, so you just
content. Just content.
That's a bad addiction, bro.
I know. Yeah,
I can't talk.
But
none of us can talk, man. Like, you know, none of us can talk.
So it's that's a shelf of just Mewtwo's.
That's insane.
All vintage, and then that's all vintage as well.
Holy crap! So you're collecting slabs as well.
But that's that. So I haven't collected slabs since I started the channel.
Okay, you can't catch them all.
Collection, no, my personal collection has stopped growing.
Yeah,
since starting the channel. So the money goes towards the channel. I've got binders of all the Scarlet and Violet stuff only because I open so much on release day that I'll do a binder build video or live stream or something, but I'm not actively going out of my way to try and complete the sets. Like 151, yes. I'm going to try and complete that. I've only got like 4 cards left.
Yeah,
but all the other ones, and there's been a few sets where I haven't even done a binder.
Yeah.
What was the shiny set?
Paldean Fates.
Yeah. Didn't even attempt that. Didn't build the binder. Massive set, and I was just like, no point. Like,
is it you haven't got interest in the actual set, or you just focusing on the channel mainly, or is it a bit of both?
Both. Like I'm not gonna for the ones that I'm nearly finished, like Scarlet and Violet base, and I was gonna say Paldea Evolved, but no, I think I've still got like 20 something cards of that left, and they're all big cards. Yeah. I do have the Magikarp though, so
I sold mine like an idiot.
Yep. But yeah, I'm not gonna go buy singles to complete a set. I just don't have interest in doing that, especially for Scarlet and Violet. So I'd prefer to put that money towards videos for the channel.
So you've done the channel for 2 years. So were you collecting Sword and Shield? Is that when you got back? Well, I haven't even asked you that yet. Have you always been into Pokemon?
So when Pokemon came out, I was 15 in 1999 because I'm old.
Yeah.
So back then, like, I was watching the cartoon. I was playing the games. My original Game Boy is behind me on the shelf. It's the clear skin one.
Hell yeah.
It's very cool. Yeah, love the game. But I wasn't really collecting the cards back then. Like, I was 15.
Bit older.
It was basketball cards for me.
Nice.
I was a bit old for it. It wasn't cool back then. So I was collecting like basketball cards, stuff like that. But always loved the cartoon. Like, even early 20s, like, was loving the cartoon. So, but no, I got into the collecting of the cards pretty much when everyone else did, 2019.
Oh, really? So, was it just the hype of the Logan Paul scenario? Were you another Logan Paul victim?
So it was before that. Actually, it was 2018. Sorry.
Okay.
It was starting to kick off. My mate that I mentioned earlier, Alex from Australian Pokemon Community, he'd been collecting for ages. He's like, dude, like, you're playing the games, get back into the cards. And my nephews were collecting them at the time, and I was going into Zing and buying them packs, and I had no idea about any of the sets. I can't even remember what sets were out then, but what was it? Mental blank on the sets. But yeah, my mate's like, dude, get into it. And I was like, oh, okay. And I remember, like, it was like the 6th of December, I think it was, in 2018. For some reason, I just remember that date. But that was the date I bought my first pack of cards for myself. And I lied about it.
You lied?
I went in. I went in because I felt like just the biggest nerd. I went into Zing and I was like, oh, I've got to get a pack of cards for my nephews.
Oh my god! Did you say it with like a red
Yeah.
face and sweating? They're gonna ask me if it's for me.
No, no, not as red face as my face is now. Oh. But,
Blame the lights in the background.
yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I went in. I was like, oh, I need a pack of cards for my nephew. What's the new set? And I think it actually might have been like Darkness Ablaze or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
something like that. And yeah, bought the pack and started getting just dabbling into it. And then in one of the Facebook groups, won a raffle for a very, very large, expensive card.
Yep.
And that opened that rabbit hole, and in I went,
Yep.
head first, and yeah, started just ripping left, right, and center.
So how long
Yeah.
were you? So how long were you ripping before you started the channel? Like a year or so? Like probably.
No, because the channel started 2022,
Yep. Yep.
so pretty much 3 years.
Oh, so 3 years before you even started. Jeez.
And I was going ham,
Yeah.
like yeah. Celebrations, I opened
Oh yeah.
stupid amounts of that set. Shining Fates was new when I started as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Finished that set.
Were you collecting sets at that
Yeah.
time? Were you like, I gotta? Were you? I gotta
At the
catch them
time, I
all?
was like going for it because it was all new and like the sets weren't coming out every month.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could focus on a set, and I was buying singles, and yeah. I finished. I didn't finish Shining Fates, so I finished Champion's Path.
Yep.
Still haven't finished Shining Fates.
Yeah. I got halfway through Shining Fates and gave. I actually sold half of them, to be honest. I couldn't be bugging.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were like in the middle of Sword Shield era, and you're like, oh yep, this is it now.
I'm in.
Were you?
And yeah.
How much were you buying? So all the stuff behind you, was that older stuff, or is this all in the last 2, 3, 4 years? Like you're a collection
Yeah.
now?
All. Yep. Well, last 5 years of collecting.
Last 5 years, man.
Yeah. Didn't have a single Pokemon card in my collection before that.
Yeah. Far out. And did you start collecting seal? Did you get sucked in at the start? Because I got sucked in at the start, where got to catch them all. So I was trying to collect slabs. I was trying to collect every set. I was trying to do every promo. I was trying to get every sealed box, and it eventually your wallet only goes so far.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't go down that trap. Yeah, I was buying, I was opening. There were slabs that I bought because I was just like, that's cool. I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just more stuff that I wanted. I wasn't necessarily going ham on trying to collect every single thing. I don't even think I realized promos were a thing for the first 2 years.
Yeah. Probably a good thing too.
Yeah.
And then, so how far did you go before you go, all right, I think I can start a YouTube channel, or I'm going to start? Like, how does that come about then? How do you go from, oh yeah, this pack's for my nephew, to I'm going to start a YouTube channel? Obviously there's a bit of a gap, but like.
Yeah, a little bit of a gap. But so during like COVID, when everyone was stuck at home. Yeah. I'm a bachelor. So I live alone. My mates and I would actually get on Discord and we'd open packs with each other on Discord.
That's cool.
And yeah, it's like it was a way of spending time with your mates when you couldn't spend time with your mates. And we all sort of had fun and a passion for it. So I sort of had a little bit of experience like opening cards with a camera. But mind you, it was my iPhone leaning up against a coffee cup or something like that. So, yeah. And then I started doing a couple of like live streams in the Facebook group. Where I won a $2,000 mystery box from one of the guys. And they're like, oh, dude, just go live and open it. So I did that. I was also lucky enough, which you probably can't see, it's just off camera, having the chance to open a base set box.
Holy crap. What year was that? Like 2020?
That was peak COVID.
Oh, like
this was literally just before having a channel. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Far out.
And did that in the Facebook group as well. And that was a double Zard box.
Who was giving you this? Who was this same person?
No.
Who's just letting people open base set booster like packs?
Well, I actually bought that box from a couple of your friends.
Really? Premier Pokemon?
Yeah.
Was it them? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I bought that box from them. I sold that box.
Oh, wow.
And then the person asked me to open that box for them.
Oh, cool. That's you get paid for it, and you get
it was like the best of both worlds.
That's a mad deal. People pay me. I want people to pay me to open their stuff.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
After that, the boys it was my mates. They're just like, dude, do a channel. Like, why not? You know. And I hate public speaking, so I was just like, there's no way in hell. Like, it's just not going to happen. But they kept pushing me, and I sort of did it without even telling them I was actually doing it.
Yeah.
So one day I was just like, there's a YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Video's going to come out 2 or 3 weeks from now. And never looked back.
Then you pressured yourself into doing your first video. Is that how it kind of worked? I like how on your first video, your video sounds a lot like everyone's first video. It's it's like you know how like people when they first do their first video, it's very slow because they don't know how you sound, you don't know your spacing, and it's you reading the cards, and it's so funny because I did the exact same thing on my first one. So it's like you just read every single name of the card. Okay, here's a code card for you. Yeah, but like you say it with confidence and stuff now, so you don't notice it. It's like you're like, okay, just gonna, and you're like the other thing you did is, which is really funny because I didn't notice I did this until like way too many videos in. I was narrating everything I was doing. Like, okay, I'm going to rip open the pack now. I'm going to throw the code card over here. And you narrate everything you're doing. And then you realize when you watch it back later on, you're like, hang on a minute. I don't need to say that out loud. Like, I'm just saying it to fill air. Like, because I don't know what to say.
And like the first like months of videos, I'd never even thought to put the music in the background.
Oh, yeah.
So there's dead space.
Yeah.
Like, when you're not talking, it's silent.
Yeah.
And that's like, I think, that's a bad thing to have in a video. So even having like the dull music in the background takes that void away.
Yeah, it fills that emptiness, especially if like, you know, you might not say something or... Are you into like video editing and like doing that, like creating? Like how did you already have a passion for that, or did you think, oh no, you just learned
I had
this?
No idea.
So you've learnt this all through Pokemon.
I spent months like looking at video editing, watching YouTube on video editing, on microphone settings, camera settings, all that stuff. I spent months before I actually did my first video, because I just wanted to sort of, as I said earlier, just go in and try and make it as professional as I knew how to start with. Yeah.
I definitely appreciate
everything I've learned. Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you came in guns a-blazing with the microphone. Like, you know, like a lot of first people, it's just the camera, which is fair enough because it's expensive. People don't know. Not everyone wants to spend a bunch of money before they go to their first video, But you did, like, I noticed, I was like, shit, like, you already had, like, editing, you did a few pop-ups even, the cards you popped up. Yeah. And, so you
learned all that before doing the first video, before even recording it, sort of, spent months trying to work all that sort of stuff out and still learning, so... Yeah.
Oh, there's always something new, and there's always something quicker to get better at, and there's always a new there's a new feature. I think the good thing about Pokemon is you never really have to like search too far to find actual content, because if you've got nothing on your brain, you just open the newest set out, so it gives you time to kind of concentrate on all the crap in the background, as opposed to coming up with, I need like a real fresh brand new idea. It's like, I'm just going to rip open whatever set's out now, and you know, I can work on lights and all the other crap and yelling at OBS for 6 hours a day. OBS decides to do an update.
Working on a new computer.
Oh, how's that going, by the way? I do want to ask about that because I saw it. Oh, mate, what happened?
Yeah, not good. So,
and that's not this computer that you're on now, eh?
No, I'm back on my my old. So talking about like the editing side of things, you would know it is very strenuous on your CPU, your RAM. I've got a 3090 graphics card. Editing barely touches it.
Yeah.
The CPU and the RAM, oh, excuse me, always maxed out when I'm editing. Like 100% CPU just getting worked to hell. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll get a new CPU, which then leads to, oh, no, you can't.
Yep.
New CPU means new motherboard,
Yep.
which means new RAM, which means new cooler for the CPU. So yeah, I spent like $3,000 on parts to upgrade my computer.
Yeah.
So I can do better for the channel. Spent 2.5 hours building it, using some of my old PC parts, and got it all together. Looked great. Plugged it in. USBs were dead on the motherboard.
Real.
Every
Fire
USB, the onboard USBs were dead.
How's
The
that
only
even
one that worked was like, you know, in the front of your computer case, you've got the little USB at the top.
Yeah.
That was the only USB that worked.
That's cooked.
We spent 6 hours trying to like troubleshoot this thing, flashing the BIOS like to the newest one. We went back like three BIOS. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we tried like 1 stick of RAM, 2 sticks of RAM, 4 sticks of RAM. No hard drives, all the hard drives. A hard drive with Windows already on it. Like,
Oh God.
yeah, and then ended up spending another 2 hours pulling the computer back apart to send the motherboard off and rebuild the old
out.
computer again.
I would have been stressing rebuilding the old one back because in case you've messed up something, and then because when I built my one took 4.5 hours I think to put together. Granted, we were drinking. And my mate's done it before. He's built a bunch of computers before, but we had to take breaks and we were drinking.
My mates, they're the PC builders too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, right. So I was like, he knew what he was doing. But then like, there was still all problems. I had problems for like 2 or 3 weeks afterwards still with my PC. Like,
yeah, right.
Just there was constantly something going wrong, and then I had sound issues for about a week and a half, and then I had another few other issues where the volumes and shit were looping back through, and then. Oh my God.
Right.
It gives me PTSD thinking about it. It makes me sick thinking about it. Because like you say, you spent, I think mine was 2.5, 3K. And then you spend all that money and then shit's not working. And you're like, what the fuck has my mate done? What have you done? Like, you know.
Yeah.
And you just want it to work because you're like, I just want to get back to ripping packs and like, you know.
Well, it's especially because like I've got the big live stream tomorrow.
Bad. That's what I thought when I saw the box that pulled apart the other day. I was like, fuck, is he going to like have a rig to like do this? I was like, I 100% thought.
Just be there on my iPhone vertical.
Yeah, I was like, he's gonna postpone this. That's why I was like, that's why I messaged you today. I'm like, fuck, are you still cool to do this podcast, bro? Is your computer like non-existent, mate?
Yeah. So like the PC isn't off to my side anymore. It's behind the monitors on the ground. The cooler fan's not actually connected to the case. It's just loosely sitting in there. Like there's no tightening of the cables. Like it is a mess. The sides and the top of the case aren't on, so I can hear the fans going nuts. Like,
yeah. And does your new computer can still your old computer can still handle, because you got 4K cameras, don't you?
Yeah.
That just sounds cool. That just sounds like it's gonna be like juice to the max.
Well, the 3090 graphics card is a beast.
Yeah.
Like, it handles that, not a problem. Yeah, it was only the editing side that the computer struggled. Like, as the computer sat, I could play most games at 1440 FPS.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was just editing sucks.
Yeah.
you load up a file and you got to wait 5 minutes for it to buffer and.
Yeah. You said you recorded your first on a Apple on the Mac, didn't you?
Yeah.
How long before you realized that was a
couple...
bad idea before?
Well, so the worst thing about that was that, so you guys can't see it, but there's 3 computer screens in front of me.
Yeah. Gotta have to.
And you got to. Yeah. But I'd have to like pull my MacBook in, and I had like this weird stand so the MacBook would sit up in front of my other screen. So when I'm looking at my camera, it looks like I'm looking at the camera, but I'm actually looking at the screen.
Yeah.
So my camera's only just above my screen. So when I'm looking at like what I'm recording, it kind of looks like I'm looking at the camera. So I had that, and then I had to unplug everything, plug it into this, and it was an absolute mess. And I was just like, I've got this like awesome rig here, but all the research I originally done was on how to edit on a Mac.
Mac, yeah.
So then I had to relearn everything while still doing videos on the Mac.
Yeah.
So I didn't miss an upload.
Oh.
And yeah, eventually went over to DaVinci Resolve, and
I used DaVinci. I tried using that. I couldn't do it.
yeah. So it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same with all programs. They're all a pain in the ass when you
Yeah.
first learn them, and then you realize, oh, they're all exactly the same. It's just that the things in different spots.
What do you use?
I use a PC. I use Filmora. Filmora now. I use the.
I've never even heard of that one.
I think Adzi was the one that got me onto it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. I think he was using it. I don't know if he uses it anymore, but I think he was. I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe someone in some group chat.
I was tech talking with Adzi this week, actually.
Oh yeah. Was it? Was it? Hey, buy an Ethernet cable. Like straight into the modem, brother. Straight into the modem.
That's not his issue.
Nah, he's got a
got
Mac.
a MacBook Air.
He's got a Mac. I know.
Oh, it's an Air.
Yeah.
And we were talking about upgrading the RAM. And he looked it up. He's like, I can't upgrade the RAM. No, I'm like, well, time to upgrade the computer, mate.
I think it's, and like, I don't want to like, because I could spend 2 hours shitting on Apple Macs, but I actually have one. I started my channel using the Mac because up until then I never had a problem with my Mac. I still love it now, right? But when I started doing live streams and making videos and shit, like everything was just rickety, and OBS was, you know how OBS down the bottom says, oh, it's using X amount of CPU. It was like using like 50-60% of like the CPU on the Mac. I'm like, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's natural. Yeah.
It's not good.
That's not good at all. Then I do a video now and it's like, 1-2%. Like I'm like, that seems more, that seems more realistic. But I did for ages on the Mac and it just couldn't handle videos. And then the live streams were like,
mine could handle the videos. It was just more of a pain in the ass to plug everything in front of me when there was already 3 monitors and a PC.
Yeah.
So
and the new one doesn't even have an Ethernet cable on it. I think that's what Azzy was saying. That was the problem. He's getting he had to get one of those adapters.
Like, because my MacBook is still my daily laptop. It's what I take to work. It's what I do most of my actual work stuff on at work. So I use it daily, but it has 4 USB slots. That's it.
Yeah.
So
nothing else.
Like, your lights aren't USB-C; they're USB-A. Like,
they're USB-Cs now, aren't they? Yeah. So.
Yeah, everything I had was USB-A. So I was like, had the MacBook, had the power cord, had a USB hub plugged into it, and a USB hub on the other side plugged into it. And it just got too much. So
it gets to a point where like especially when you start getting serious with like lights and cameras and stream decks and shit, there is that point where you just look at yourself and go, fuck, this is just infinitely easier if I just get a PC. Everyone's been telling me, but I really held on. I held on to the Mac for about a year longer than I should have.
I think I did a month. So,
it's not cheap though. Like these rigs aren't cheap either. Because you'll end up buying if you wanted to go half-assed, you could probably buy yourself $1,000 gaming computer and hate yourself within 2 weeks.
Yes.
And you end up spending another $2,000 upgrading. Yeah, exactly. By the time you upgrade it, like
the GPUs are like $2,000. Like, there's $5,000, and we're not even talking about case, power supply, fans. Like,
exactly.
Like, the determining factor for the new motherboard was how many USB slots it had on it.
All of them, all the 10 USB slots.
10 USB slots, 2 USB-C slots, and none of them worked.
Oh fuck! That would actually hurt my feelings if that happened.
It hurt my soul.
Yeah.
Like, I went to bed at like 12:30 that night, just
skitzing it,
pissed, pissed, and got no sleep. Like I dozed off to sleep, and then something would tick in my brain. I'm like,
far out. Jeez.
And then had to work the next day.
Oh no, I would have just been thinking. I would have taken the day off and just come back and raged at my computer all day. Do you actually game on it? Do you game on your computer?
Oh, look, I love gaming, but I just don't have a lot of time anymore.
Bad, eh? It gets like that.
Yeah. And like my days off are Thursdays and Fridays.
Yeah. Is that your weekend?
No one else is off. Yeah, that's my weekend. Yeah.
Is that when you make all
I own
your
a retail
videos?
store. Like,
Say that again.
Yeah.
You
I own a retail store, so
what retail
yeah,
store?
that's
Can you say?
aquariums.
Oh, that's right. You said I thought wasn't
Yeah.
sure if that was a joke or something. Someone was like saying you own
No,
fish.
no, I
You're
own
a
an
fish
aquarium
guy.
store.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yep,
mad.
Yep.
Far out. How'd you get into that business, bro?
Long story short, actually, it's not even a long story. Like, life was odd at the time, and a mate that had worked at this store was like, "Hey, do you want to buy this with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." That's pretty much how the conversation went. Like, since I was 17.
Fuck yeah.
I used to work in insurance. I'd finish work at 4. I'd go up, hang out with him. Yeah.
Holy
So,
shit.
yeah, that was
mad.
6 years ago I bought that. So,
Fucking good on you, bro.
But,
so you're the boss man?
yeah.
You're the boss man.
yeah, there's 2 of us. I'm business partners. So.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. That's so grown up of you.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But like most of my life, I've sort of worked for myself. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I did a short stint in the public service, like every Canberran.
Like, oh yeah, sorry, you're in the old Canberra, eh? I was gonna say, what?
Yeah.
Were you born and raised in Canberra? Are you?
Yeah. Yep.
I was gonna say,
Been
why are
here
you
my
still
whole
there,
life.
mate? I actually haven't been to Canberra since I was like 6 years old, so I actually don't know anything about Canberra. Okay, I got one mate that lives
Canberra's like when you're young, Canberra's boring.
there. Yeah,
As you get older, you appreciate Canberra. It is a great place to live.
yeah,
Like, yeah, I love it. Like, family's here, business here, got a house.
yeah.
Why would I leave? So,
That's a good point.
Yep.
I feel like I've gotten like that as well as I've gotten older. Like, I think pre-COVID, I was like, oh man, I want to live in the city. I want to make sure I'm with all the hustle and bustle. And then after COVID, I was like, I just want to sit at my desk and make stupid videos. I could do this anywhere. I could do this in the middle of the forest. You know what I mean? As long as EB Games or wherever can deliver to my house, I could probably like get away with living in the middle of anywhere doing this. Like,
I actually tried doing this in the middle of the forest once.
Really? How? What, like a
Yeah.
live stream?
No, I tried to record a video when I was out camping one time.
Yeah, nice. What,
Yeah.
like ripping packs?
Yeah. Yeah, I literally took the MacBook, I took the cameras, I took the microphone,
Oh my God, that's awesome.
and had the worst weather possible
Yeah.
that I actually couldn't do it. I would have
Yeah.
like ruined all my stuff with the rain and the wind. And
Damn, that would have been a good video too, eh? Packs in the wild, eh?
I do plan on doing the Aussie bush break.
Yeah. I was going to say, because
I'll get back out there and film.
have you ever done many vlogs? I haven't noticed on your channel. Have you done any vlogs before?
No.
Have you done all in the
I
studio?
don't know how to vlog.
Me neither. It's fucking hard. It's
yeah.
actually surprisingly, like,
Yeah.
it's a whole nother skill. Like,
I went to Hobby Hangout, not last year, year before, maybe early last year,
yeah.
and did like a live stream while I was there, but on my phone trying to work out how to do a live stream, and yeah, no idea. Like 20 minutes was like, guys, I'm going to end this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was just a mess.
It's a whole
Yeah.
different thing when you're not in your comfort zone, eh? Like,
Yeah,
I went out to a trade show last year to purposely, okay, I'm gonna film a vlog, yeah. So I watched a bunch of vlogs, got a lot of research. Okay, you got to do a lot of B stock, so you got to like film the cabinets and scrolling past, and make the shop look really good, yeah. And so I did that, and then I got back home. I got a lot of footage, and I was like talking to the camera, and I was ripping the packs, and I brought my tripod and everything. Everything sounded good, and I edited it all together. And I got to the end of the video, and I'm like, I'm not in it. I'm not in the video. I fucking didn't realize, yeah, because not once during the whole day did I put the camera in front of me and like, hey, I'm going to a card show. So I got home and I've like narrated. I'm watching the video back. I'm not in the fucking video. Like how did I do that? Like you hear me talking when I'm ripping packs, but not. And like I'd film other people and they're ripping packs and their faces and their reactions. But I'm just not in this video at all. I'm like thinking, okay.
Not even an intro.
Nothing. I could have made an intro after the fact, I guess. But like, it was just one of those things where you just don't realize when you do it for the first time, oh shit, you've actually got to get B-roll of you talking and saying hi. And
have someone else like hold the camera or a tripod.
And like, I know it makes
you opening a pack with someone.
And like you don't think of it, but the first time, I think Gogi was doing a similar video on the same day. And obviously he's done it before. Smart guy. He's in his video. Even I'm in his video as well. Yeah. Like I'm more in his than,
not in your own.
Not in my own. And he's like filming himself and talking. Then he, same thing, got someone else to hold the camera while he was open packs. I'm like, okay, he's done it before. Professional. It's a whole other skill.
He know what he's doing.
So you're not going to not going to be out vlogging anytime soon? I like the camp idea though. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. So I've got a four-wheel drive camping trailer that's got all the power I would need to do it. So yeah.
Frick yeah.
Yeah. Batteries galore in that thing, so could have the laptop running for days and days. And
you're going to start a camping channel?
Nah. Mate, the last time I went camping was a year and a half ago.
Oh, real? Mate.
Yeah. Didn't even get out this year.
Yeah. I can't really talk. I think the last time I went camping was probably a year and a half ago too. My mates go pretty regularly, and then they always go, "You want to go?" I go, "Fuck yeah!" And it gets like 2 days before, and I'm like, "Nah, too cold, too wet." So the weather's crap.
Yeah, well, we have a particular time of year that we go out.
Yeah.
It's for hunting. So,
oh, you're a hunter, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you're gonna lose all the fans now when you tell them that, eh?
Ah, that's fine.
You're like, I've had this conversation.
If they get upset by that, they're not the.
You're like, I've had this moral conversation with people before, you know.
Oh, yeah. So I actually want to go on a trip with Woody.
Oh, is he into that too? Yeah.
Haven't you seen his second channel?
Oh no, I have. Yeah, he does. Eh?
Nature Exposed.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like,
so I want to go.
I thought you'd make a second channel too.
No, well, I just don't have time. Like,
it's just Pokemon. It's just
just work.
Yeah, true, eh?
Yeah. The last 3 times I've gone to go out, for camping, something's gone wrong at the shop, or the staff's been sick, and I have to come back, and
that's the problem. Being the boss,
something's gone wrong with the truck, and so
that's the problem when you're the boss. All the problems filter to you, eh? Yeah.
Yep.
There's no one for you to complain at. That's.
Nah. my mates.
Yeah. So when do you get time to
them? And
so when do you get time to film your videos? Do you film them a bunch in a row, or do you film literally one a week?
So I'll do on the Thursday, Friday, I'll film for the Friday, Monday.
Thursday, Friday. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll try and film Tuesdays after work. I'll tend to film Friday's video, then edit Thursday, and then film for Monday. But I don't really have a backlog of videos or anything like that. So
okay.
Yeah. I've missed one video in 2 years though.
That's pretty bloody good. And that's the whole. Yeah. Was that when you had the surgery?
No. I actually, before surgery, I loaded up a bunch of videos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was after surgery. I got influenza.
Oh, yeah, bang that.
Yeah. And I've actually been really sick since then. So my health is not great right now.
Oh.
So, yeah.
God damn.
It's, either that or the big C COVID, not the big C.
Not the biggest C, like the middle C. Yeah. The middle C, we'll call it.
Yeah, it's actually damaged my lungs.
Yeah. So, I had that last month. That's when I was sick, and I had to take a week and a half off work, and then I'm still coughing from it now.
I've had this cough for 9 weeks.
Yeah, fuck. Everyone's telling me now, this is the longest I've ever had a cough for. It's been 3 weeks now, 4 weeks. And everyone's like, it stays for ages. I'm like, since fucking when? No one told me about this long cough. What the fuck?
Yeah, so mine's been around so long that the doctor actually sent me for a CT scan on my chest and my lungs and stuff. And they have actually found something in there. So
something bad? Like super bad?
Potentially not.
Mate, don't be telling me this. This is super depressing right now. Don't be telling me they're finding shit on your lungs. What the fuck?
Yeah. So I haven't actually told anyone apart from my mates, my close mates and family.
Mate,
so
far out.
Yeah, it's a 4mm nodule or something on my right lung. So
what the fuck is that? Is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Fix that! Oh my god, bro.
I'm off to the chest specialist to see what they want to do, and you Google it, and it's most of the time it's nothing. Very small percentage of the time it's cancer. But
you're not a smoker, are you?
Nah.
Good boy.
Nah. So I'm just going with most of the time it's nothing.
Yeah.
And so
Far
Yeah.
out. Mate, can't
Yeah.
just drop that shit on me, mate. Fuck. It was all fun. It was all camping and it was all
cut that bit out.
it was all Pokemon and videos, and now it's fucking like, now I got to worry about Gaz. Fuck.
Nah, you don't have to worry about me, mate.
Oh, fuck.
Nothing's taking me down yet.
Well, fucking hope not, mate. Bloody hell. So,
Nah, I'm bulletproof, bro.
fucking that's the attitude. That's the fucking attitude.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was I saying? I've lost what I was saying now. Fucking,
Oh, no, I just dumped that on you. Wow.
fucking yeah, I know, right? Bloody hell. So, how do you
even
feel about
mentioned it on my
Japanese
channel.
Pokemon cards? Fuck, I don't know. Far out. So-
reset.
All right, reset. All right, okay. So Scarlet and Violet. Well, that's what we were building back up to originally. Scarlet and Violet. You're not
Yeah.
a big fan. Why not? Is it because all the sets are the same, or why?
Yeah. They literally used the same cards in Paldea and Fates that were from Paldea Evolved.
Just true, they do. But they've
Like,
done that
there's
before,
common
though.
cards.
They did that with Sword and Shield, though. There was a couple of cards
Yeah.
like from Sword and Shield base, I think, that were in Champion's Path or something.
Yeah,
was
right.
a couple of-
Okay, I don't remember that because Sword and Shield base was before my time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but like some of the artwork's cool, but like the holo in every pack, potentially getting multiple hits in a pack, it takes away from the excitement of when you do get a hit. Like,
I disagree
I
with
think
that.
I don't know. I'd much prefer to open a booster box of Evolving Skies and get like one big hit in the thing,
Yeah, okay.
like as opposed to 12 hits in a booster box of Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah. I
Like,
think they kind of have to do it though, like because obviously when they made the end sets of Sword and Shield, and obviously they brought in trainer galleries, they had
sets
alt
of all
arts.
time.
Yeah, exactly right, 100%.
Crown Zenith.
High five,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Like Crown
Yeah.
Zenith is like
Yeah.
the best way to end a series, yeah. Like
Oh,
10 out of 10.
The
set.
best series ender ever.
Yeah, 10,
Yep.
10 out of 10.
Yep.
Like gold alts, I was like, when I saw the gold alts,
Oh.
I was like, fucking genius. Like they dropped that right at the end. It's like they had no gold
Yeah.
alts prior, and then right at the last, they're like, we're doing gold alts. We're
Yeah.
doing alt art V stars
Sent
even.
you
Why
one of
not?
them.
Was that?
I sent you one of them.
Oh yes, thank you very much. You actually completed my set. I've got, that's another video I haven't got around to doing. I've got the Crown
I still
Zenith.
haven't completed Crown Zenith.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you missing from that?
The reverse holo Mewtwo,
Reverse holo.
the reverse holo Kyogre,
Oh, dude, you should have
And
told me this
the-
ages ago. I've got like,
textured Psychic.
oh yeah, no, I had to buy that one
Yeah.
actually. Actually, you know what? I might
Yeah.
have
Well,
that.
I've actually got two of those. Swansea has sent me two of them. They're in the mail.
Oh, what a legend!
So
Shout
I
out to
think
Swansea.
the only one I need is reverse holo Kyogre now. Once the others arrive.
I can
So
guarantee you, I have that in a box. I have 1, 2.
I don't know
3,
how I
4.
haven't got it. Like I've opened more of that set than anything in the history of my channel. Like
It happens though. There's always one bullshit reverse holo that just for no reason, no explanation, just doesn't happen. I remember the one I had
I
was.
didn't think the reverse holo Mewtwo existed.
Oh really? Yeah. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you
It's
just
just like,
maybe you
it's
put a
a lie.
space in your
Yeah.
binder like an idiot, and it's just not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Been searching for a card that
Yeah.
doesn't exist.
Yep.
Oh, far out. Yeah, I wasn't. I'm not big on Scarlet and Violet still, so I was waiting. I said this right at the start of Scarlet and Violet. I didn't like it, but I also said, okay, take a step back. Sword and Shield. You had the first 4 sets were pretty garbage. Yeah, I'm like, all right,
yeah.
let's get to like 5, 6, and then by 5 they introduced alts, and then they started
Yeah.
introducing like
Trainer
V stars and
galleries.
trainer galleries, and then
Yep.
so there's a lot more to get excited about and look forward to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
and then Radiance they brought in, so there was some cool
Yep.
shit they did, yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's give it
Yeah.
a chance. But now we're like, how many sets in now? I feel like we're 6, 7 sets in now.
Yeah.
And-
yeah, including the holiday sets. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've just got some rainbows around the borders now. That's
Or not yet. We don't.
exactly right.
Coming
and then,
up, we do.
exactly, and then Ace Spec,
Yeah.
whatever they are, the pink
Ace
Ace
Spec
Spec.
came in.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm like, it's still the
Yeah.
same shit. Like it's still,
Yeah.
some waifus
Yeah.
and gaifus, and then some illustration. Like they're all the same set. Like when you put them
Yeah.
all next
They
to each
all
other,
look the same.
they
yeah.
do. I struggle
Yeah.
to differentiate. The other thing I hate, I think I brought this up the other week, is remember how the old cards had the I've got this. The only one I've got
The
here.
logo.
The logo in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is like
Yeah.
my biggest pet peeve about all of Scarlet and Violet. I'm like,
Yeah, now
that
it's
one
OBF.
because I am so stupid at remembering. Yeah, SB. Like it takes my brain that extra second. But when it's a stupid little symbol, Sword and Shield, I memorized all them, even some of the ones going back however long.
Yep.
Oh, that's from that set. Bang, bang, and then this is like. Paradox. It's like Paldea Evolve, Paradox Rift, Paldean Fates. Like, which one's this?
Paldean Fates.
It's
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Which one does it? It does my head, you know.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I want my yellow borders back.
Oh, bad. Yes. I've said this 1,000 times. Yes. Bring them back.
Leave the silver to the Japanese.
I liked it. I like the Japanese having them being different like that.
Yeah, exactly. I want my yellow borders back.
I personally think they're going to bring them back, though. I feel they will.
I hope so.
I feel that Pokemon does this. They do little weird things so they can then, this was a hit. Let's take it away. So then when it comes back, people go, oh my God, like, you know, EXs are coming back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, rainbows are coming back. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like
that's
that's
the A-Specs. They were coming back from black and white.
Yeah, right. So they went away for ages and then bring them back and then
ages. Yeah.
So like they do shit like that, and you know, they're always the kings of rehashing old shit too. You know, it's getting a bit quiet.
There's only so
151
much you can do, really. Yeah.
Well, you know, they try to bring out new Pokemon.
151 I loved.
Everyone did. Like, it was a great set. It is a great set. Like, that's probably a 10 out of 10 set. You
Still
can't
haven't finished that one either.
Well, it's so friggin' hard to find product. And singles are so
I got
expensive.
a few sealed cases, but
were you the guy at Costco? Were you?
No. So I went to Costco today.
Yeah.
No 151 in Canberra. We get nothing. Like whenever Costco gets the reprint of Evolving Skies or 151, or I went out there and we had Scarlet and Violet base tins.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were they at least a
and
good
not
deal?
even that cheap. $65 for two tins.
Yeah, it's not even that great. Yeah.
It's not that. It's fine, but it's not great.
It's not a good deal.
151 UPC, $150 or $160.
Yeah. That was so good.
Not here.
Have you been following all the drama happening with that the last few days?
No.
So I won't say their name because I've bought stuff from him before and he seems like a pretty good guy, but he posted a photo of himself with his big trolley filled with UPCs and then reposted.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, right?
We're in that same.
Yeah. And it's like,
group.
for fuck's sake. And then last night he said, I'm sorry, I'm just going to put them on my channel for $150. And at the same price. And then he had 50 online and then they sold out straight away because I tried to buy one.
Yeah.
And then today he had them up for 275.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So he's like, I don't really want to give them all away for 150. So it's like, fuck, you know.
Yep.
Integrity is.
Well, I can't lie. I when that came out, I had a feeling that there was going to be a shortage.
Yeah.
With a lot of the UPCs when they were coming out. So I actually was I put orders in with 6 or 7 different companies for 2 or 3 151 UPCs.
Yeah.
All $220.
That's just fine. Yeah.
And I got every single one of them.
Oh God, were you just like, oh damn it?
Pretty much. I was like, where am I going to have? Where's that money going to come from?
Yeah. How many of them did you rip?
So, I've ripped 2 or 3.
Oh.
But I want to rip another because I haven't finished the set.
Yeah.
So I went to one of my stores and they had I've got it just down beside me, but the Zapdos 151 box with the 4 packs, and then they had a couple of the poster. So I bought a couple of them. So upcoming video, I'm going to do another 151 video.
Yeah, man.
And maybe a UPC in that video as well.
It's hard to 16 packs or something in the UPCs.
I just want. I'm a Mewtwo and Charizard guy.
Yeah.
I just want the Mewtwo to be well centered in one of them, please.
You're gonna get it graded?
If it's centered, all my other ones have been terrible.
Yeah.
They'd come back as 6.
Oh God. Are you big into grading though, or do you got? I see you got some behind you.
Not really. It's more about from now. Since I've started the channel, the only ones I've sent away are stuff that big cards that I've pulled in videos or cards that I personally just really like. Yeah. And it's more about just getting them protected.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've even sent a couple of basketball cards off.
Oh yeah, you collect basketball cards as well, do you?
Oh, I don't, but I'm a big Golden State Warriors guy.
Oh yeah.
From well back in the day. I still have my binder with like 4 or 5 pages of Warriors stuff from late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, shit. Get that stuff priced, bro.
Oh, they're not in great condition.
Yeah.
There's no massive ones. But I've got a couple of Steph Curry cards.
Nice.
Yeah. I've even got one that I sent off for grading. I knew it wouldn't get a good grade, but I couldn't find a single thing about the card anywhere online.
That's good.
It's like the card doesn't exist apart from the one I have.
That's good to know.
So sent it to Beckett, got a 7.5.
That's good.
Which I expected. Like, it's a clear card, so you can actually see through it.
Yeah.
And very hard to keep that from being scratched.
Yeah.
So, didn't expect a great grade on it. But it is the only one of those cards that Beckett has graded.
That's amazing. That's
grade.
cool.
It's one of one, and I cannot even find the card on PSA.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's like a mad, that's a mad one to have in your collection just to say, I've got that.
Well, yeah. And it was a gift from my brother. So, it'll never leave my collection. But people are like, oh, what's it valued at? I'm like, I guess whatever I want to sell it for. Like,
one-on-ones are like
that.
I
have no idea. Like, it's literally one of one that I can find. Like,
that's the thing about sports cards that's the one thing I actually like. So I've only started. Well, I've not just started. I've kind of been doing it for a year and a bit. I collect UFC cards, but
I've seen you rip a bunch.
Yeah. It's a hard set though, because like with basketball, for example. Well, I was saying this last night actually. There's a shitload of basketball cards. Like there's so many series and decks and like brands. Like you go to any card store, there's like 20 different things of this year, like of basketball cards. UFC has like 2 or 3 a year. Yeah. So finding it and finding stock is super freaking difficult. So even if I see something and it's like a year or last season, I just buy it. I just buy it no matter where I am. I buy a box.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, like I had a
keep
couple
that in mind. I'll pick you up something.
Oh, mate, if you ever see it, friggin' hell, mate, I'll be I'll pay you, bro. Pay ID ya. But I pulled a card that was it was a signature Tom Aspinall rookie card. I was stoked, and I went online, couldn't find nothing about it, and I thought to myself, oh, maybe I should maybe I should put it up for 250, 300. And I'm like, oh, nah, I feel like I'm asking too much, but I couldn't find it anywhere, right? Anyway, a few months later, someone else pulled another one because obviously they're not super big, and they had it up for 600. They sold it for like 500-600. I'm like, okay,
right.
And that guy would have dictated the price because that was the only one that sold. I was like, oh shit, so maybe I could have got like 600. So it's hard to say with sports cards, because you kind of with Pokemon, it's like, oh, there's 100 Giratina old cards on there right now, but
Well, in some of the big basketball sets, like basketball's a weird one. There's very cheap packs, and there's very expensive packs.
Yeah, there's 2,000. Have you seen those? Immaculate? Is it not immaculate? Something they're like $2,000 a box or some shit.
Yeah. Yep. And then like I assume that's what this Steph Curry card came out. But like they do what they call SSPs, super short prints.
Yeah.
So there may only be like 10 of those cards in existence or something.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I don't know how super short print it is, but like, if I've Googled even what Beckett called it when they got it back, because I couldn't work out what it was called.
Yeah.
And I literally cannot even find a picture of the card.
That's so cool.
I can find different variants of it. Yeah. And the cheaper variants of it, but I cannot even find a picture of this card.
Man, that's like you dictate the price on that. Like you throw that up there and you whack how many zeros you want. Whack $10,000 on it. Who cares? Like, just whack something on there.
And it's Steph Curry, so people are frothing.
Oh, well, far out. Like I was watching the Olympics the other day, mate. Turns out he's pretty good, Like he's not that bad.
Oh, yeah, he's.
I think he's gonna make it, bro. I think he's gonna make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's,
I'm a little upset with the Warriors though for the first time ever.
Yeah, I don't watch basketball at all, so I don't know. Yeah. All I know is Steph Curry, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, there was the big three. From the Warriors, and it's been that way for the last 10 years. And they're all getting to the end of their careers, and this year, at the end of last season, they actually traded one of them. Yeah.
Trader.
I thought that they traded him. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, he wouldn't have wanted to go. Yeah, like if it was me, I mean, I can sit here and say that, but I would have just, if they're going, we're trading, I'd be like, look, I'm ending my career. That's it. That'll be my last season. Like,
yeah.
I don't, yeah. He obviously loves the game a huge amount and still wants to play. But they traded Klay Thompson, and I was just like, no, like,
well, I get why they trade at the end of their careers. They're like, whatever. Some other team's going to pay me X amount more. Whatever. Like, especially if you've already won like championships, you know, you're like, fuck it, why not? Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, so you're like,
yeah,
these guys are going to pay me. What's the difference? Yeah,
yeah. Well, I don't think it was his choice to be traded. I think it was, the Warriors needed to free up some money and bring in some younger people because their big three are all 10 or 11 years into their career. So
yeah, damn basketball politics. I know nothing about basketball.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But
I know nothing about the politics.
Would you like to see numbered cards come to Pokemon?
I would love it.
Fuck yeah, so would I.
People
hate the idea for some reason.
Yeah, well, you know, some people are idiots.
Go fight your mate for the Van Gogh Pikachu at the museum then, bro. Like, you know, like
yeah. I still need one of them.
Well, that's what I mean. I would rather that be a numbered card potentially than like deal with, you know, you have to go to this one place to get it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then you end up with
especially if they make it a Black Star promo.
Yeah, yeah.
Like everyone wants to do Black Star promos. How many people live in, what is it, Netherlands?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's actually the city or whatever country, but
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that don't live there and they couldn't go get one.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather that just be filtered out into the world, and then obviously it's going to end up on eBay for $2,000 at some point, but that's the world we live in.
Yeah. Yep, like Magic the Gathering. The smartest thing they ever did was the one ring.
Who was talking about Pokemon that month? Who was talking about Pokemon?
No
Pokemon
one.
channels were opening up Magic the Gathering, mate.
I opened Magic the Gathering.
Fuck yeah. For $2 million, I'll risk that. Did you actually buy one of them boxes?
$60 a pack.
Yeah, it was fucking pricey.
No, I bought 2 packs.
Oh, far out.
So I was doing
I'd roll that dice.
I was doing a live stream. I think it was like a birthday live stream or something. And I started off the live stream just with 2 packs of, Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering packs. And I pulled one of the ring cards that was like a $60 or $70 card.
Oh shit, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Especially when it's something you don't really know. I don't know nothing about Magic the Gathering. Yeah.
I opened it, I was like, is that it? Is that the one? And I was like, no, you idiot.
Yeah. Fuck, how cool is that?
They're like, it's like $50, $60 or something like that. I was like, well, that's still cool. Like, it almost paid for the pack.
Yeah. I was actually super bummed out though when that guy got it and he sent it to PSA, because did you see Beckett were doing the Beckett announced, if you win the ring, we'll grade it for free, we'll fly you out here, put you up in a hotel, and if you grade it with Beckett, we'll make it like the actual plaque was written in like Lord of the Rings font.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be this 1-on-1 like big deal.
Yeah, okay.
And so Beckett made this big deal, and I was like, oh, that would be sick. The you get this 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And they hyped it up so good. But this is Beckett. And then it just pops up on Instagram one day and some clown's got it for PSA 9. I'm like, what? Bro, you could have got a free holiday out of that. Like
it was, I think that's because, who was it that bought it? Which was the...
Post Malone bought it afterwards though. He bought it after it was graded though.
Yeah, but I think like he'd already put offers in before it was graded, and was maybe he said I want to say or something.
Oh yeah,
like there might have been a little back and forth chat about where it was going. Like, because there would be my only guess. Like
there was a few people online that were doing that. There was another card store that said they'll give you 200K, and they had this big promo video saying we'll give you 200K, like blah blah blah. You know, I'm thinking, fuck man.
It was a New Zealand store, I believe.
Yeah. Fuck, people were hyping it, man. Like,
and well, there was that one guy that said, "I'll give you this much if you walk it into the volcano in New Zealand and drop it in."
Fuck yeah,
yeah.
Why not?
I've done that. Like
that's gangster.
Oh, 1 of 1.
Bye. Yeah. Far out. I was actually surprised that didn't drop the price of the boxes though. The boxes were still like $600 a week later. I'm like, are you joking me? Like.
Well, because there was still like the signature series rings and stuff like that, so there was still a lot of other versions of the ring that were very valuable.
Yeah,
Like,
were they? Were
but
they
yeah,
$2 million valuable though, Gaz?
No, like
Drop the price of that box.
grand, I think.
I would have spent that box to go to like $200 the next day, like fully.
Yeah. Well, even when they first came out at retail, they were $600.
I know,
Like, that
was
wasn't
so
even scalpers. That was retail. Like,
one of the retail places near me was doing 700, and I was like, "How do you sleep
right.
at night?" But they sold all of them. They sold out. They haven't got any more now.
Yeah. Well, one of my
they got rid
local
of it.
stores still has packs.
Yeah. I feel like
yeah,
that's the kind of dice. But see, Pokemon wouldn't even do that. Though they would just do. Well, you'd hope not. They'd still do like 160, 180 bucks a box, whatever. Like, and then have like one of 10 or one of 1,000. Like, even if it was just for like
they'd have to
one
do more.
set. Yeah, Pokemon's huge. They'd have to. No. But that's what I'm saying.
So
imagine just like a 1 of 10 of like freaking.
You know what though? They'd know what boxes they were in. They'd never leave America.
You reckon? That's not fair, eh?
Dude,
you're probably right. You're probably freaking right
the
too.
ring, like I knew for a fact. Like I don't know for a fact, but with like I would bet money on it. They knew
It was in
the
America.
box that had the one ring in it stayed in America, so it couldn't possibly get damaged on a ship or
Yeah.
yeah.
So true, eh?
Like I was like, that's never coming to Australia, ever.
Yeah.
Like it will stay. It'll be an American that pulls it. Sure enough, it was. Yeah.
Do you reckon it's like that all the time? Because there's like a lot of sports cards where there's
Not
like
all the
1 of 1s,
time.
like the Panini Prisms. They're like, actually, no, I know for a fact they get open. There's been like ones opened in Australia, like 1 of 1 Panini Prism Blacks and shit. But like something like the one like
I didn't know anyone else did 1 of 1s.
Panini does 1 of 1s for the UFC. They do them with soccer and basketball.
Yeah, okay.
They do with most of their sports ones. They're pretty good, and they're kind of a big deal. They're like black and obviously if it's like a good fighter, like it's. Cause I remember years ago there was there was a American football 1 of 1, and it was obviously a big player. It was a signature black 1 of 1, graded in a Beckett black label. So it was like, you don't get any more. Like that's like.
Pristine of pristine.
I think it sold for something stupid. Like it was in the 6 figures. Like, and it was like it has to. Yeah, like, how could it not? Like, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no. It can't get any better.
Yeah. That's nuts.
But but I would love to. But no, I would love the numbered cards in Pokemon. I'm all for it. Fucking bring it. Fucking bring it.
Yeah.
But
like the only people that are getting pissed at that is the master set collectors.
Bad, eh? But you can't catch them all anyway, mate. Like that's
it's
like
it's
you got to stop.
impossible.
You got to stop at one point. You can't get everything.
Yeah, like I draw the line at like, in the latest bloody EX boxes they've just done, the Kingdra and Seadra boxes.
Yeah,
they've got they're not even Black Star promos, the Horsey and the Seeking or whatever it is.
Yeah,
but the Galaxy holographic. But it's from Obsidian Flames. So now you got to go back to your Obsidian Flames deck. Like your master set that you've mastered. And all of a sudden you've now got to add 2 more cards to it because there's a Galaxy holographic. Like
I drew the line at that pretty hard because I remember when I first started collecting, I wanted to just get all the reverse holos because in my head I was like, they look cooler. And then it was like I saw people putting them together. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. I got to join this crowd now. So to master set it, you've got to get the normal and the reverse. And then I saw people, I think it was like Adzi was one of the first ones where he was like, oh, this is the Galaxy Holo. And I was like, Galaxy what now? And it's like, and he's got like 4 of the same card in a row. And he's like, all right, and then
I've got to buy,
And then the EB Games one on top of that. I'm like, fuck you. And then like.
So I draw the line. Master set is your standards, your reverse holos, your holos.
Yep.
And then if you want to go down that track of the Galaxies, the EBs, all that sort of that's grandfather. Like that's not master set. That's a grandfather set.
That's
it gets master set to me is like something you can get from the packs of that set.
Yeah. Everything else is like another because I think I was watching one of Swadsy's videos. I think he had the Lechonk, and then there was like a standard, the reverse, the holo, the GameStop version, and then like which I think you can only obviously get from America, and then fucking like an EB Games version. I'm like, you've got like 5 of the same card, bro. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much committing to like. The only ones I did was Astral, Brilliant, where I got the you know, from the Builder Battle decks they have the non-holo.
Yeah.
Right. And then after that I was like, and that's only because I bought the pack
doing
separate.
that for a couple.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? No.
That's
I'm sorry, but I don't give that much of a shit.
Yeah, I called it at that, and then when I did Silver
Yeah.
Tempest, I was like, I Lost Origin, I was like, nope, like,
Yeah.
what you can pull out of a fucking booster box or a packet?
Yes,
is what's
exactly.
going in this binder. Like,
that's what I do. I don't even do the promos for it. The promos go in the.
yeah,
That's it.
I stopped with promos now. Like, I think I've got like I've dismantled that promo binder a few times now because I just end up selling cards out of it. And then now I'm like, same sort of thing. I'm like, they're going to become giveaways at some point, you know? Like, they're just...
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't do it.
I've been slipping on it. Like, you know, when you've got to buy, like the Battle Deck Arena to get 10 of the promos.
Yeah.
Like the Pikachu Stadium thing, that big $55 box.
Yeah.
That I'm never going to use.
Just to
get 10 of the promos. I'm like, I'm done.
Just
like,
to catch them all, mate. Just to catch them.
Yeah.
So
you can't. You can't catch them all.
So you can't, like, that. There needs to be a T-shirt, eh? There's got to be a T-shirt out there.
Yeah.
It's just like a sad Pikachu with a cigarette. Like, you can't catch them all.
PokeGaz merch, you can't catch them all.
You can't catch them all. Fuck it. So what's your collecting
you heard
goals?
it here first, guys.
Yeah. So what's your collecting goals now that Scarlet and Violet sucks? Like, is it just cards you like, or is it just? Do you think you'll get back into a set? Like,
I'm just not collecting for my PC. Like, my personal collection's basically halted.
Yeah.
Because the money just goes into the channel, so I don't have that spare money sitting around to get stuff for my personal collection. So
have you thought about doing a rip and ship? Like, so you get some income?
Not really. Like, there is a lot of those channels out there.
Yeah.
And like, God love them. Like, you know, I watch heaps of them. I don't buy into them anymore because
I stopped as well. I had to stop.
But like, like I still watch a heap of them. You know, I'm in Woody streams all the time. They have their place. That's not for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want people to come to my live streams thinking they've got to spend money to keep me streaming.
Yeah.
Like,
it's less stressful. It's
people,
too stressful.
If they want to come hang out, like, if people want to come out and chill, hang out, watch me open packs, that's all I want. Like, make some money on YouTube would be nice, but I don't want people to feel obliged to spend their money to keep me going.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've seen people with tens of thousands of subscribers and an hour into a rip and ship, they got no orders, and it's like, well, I guess that's it, guys. And then you see some people like place some orders, and I don't know if they feel guilty or feel obliged to do it, like
to save the stream, save the stream, as they say.
Yeah. And I just don't ever want that. And like, there's so many other rip and ship channels that if you want to go buy packs from a streamer, go do it. Like, but I just like to chill out, hang out. Like, this box break that I'm doing tomorrow night is stressful because I'm like, people have spent their money now. I'm like it better go well. Like, so there's definitely a place for rip and ship channels, but it's not.
I think it's the stress though. Like, it's just another layer that you don't kind of want. That's how I look at it too. Because I've kept thinking, oh fuck. I'm sort of in the same boat where I put up a post a few weeks ago, and I was going to do a rip and ship, not a rip and ship, sorry, a box break. I put up a thing saying, what should we rip, like this, or this? And I think everyone picked something really boring out of the list, and I was like, oh, come on, like, but right. But then I just haven't got around to doing it yet because I've just been like super busy and just like got sick, and then I went on a holiday and shit. But But yeah, like, I think like the rip and ship thing, I think is just kind of, it's too stressful for like you say, when mine's kind of similar, I guess, where I just rip box packs for myself. do a few giveaways
Yep.
just to keep people like interacting and
Exactly.
like feel
Yep.
like they're part of
Yep.
like, you know, keep them happy and stuff. Because otherwise there is a moment where you sort of go, fuck, I'm just ripping packs myself. Do people really want to watch me do this? Like, that's kind of greedy. Like, hey, watch me like indulge in like fucking $600 worth of Pokemon cards. Watch this. And like, so there's a part of me that thinks that as well. I was like, oh shit, I kind of do have to like do giveaways as well, because otherwise it is kind of just me self-indulging. It feels a bit weird. Like, but
but
I
that's
also
what I do. Like, I barely do giveaways.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't want the stress of you're giving me money and then now I'm dancing for you. Like, that's how. Like, that's another weird. No offense to rip and shippers out there. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm your bitch. This is my channel. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah. And like, whenever I say anything about rip, I don't want to offend anyone that does rip and ship.
Yeah.
Like, there's that place for it, and the guys that do it well. Like Pokey stocked. Like, he streams for 10 hours.
That's sick.
With orders. Like, I couldn't do 10 hours. Like, yeah.
But the thing is, you got to remember, you've watched him for 10 hours, yeah? He's going to be sitting there for 4 or 5 hours afterwards, posting all that shit, putting that in packets, putting that in sleeves, putting that.
He raided me in my live stream the other day. When was it? I think when the last set came out. Like, he raided me. I'm like, how are you still live? He's like, I got to go to bed. I got work in 2 hours.
That's mental.
I was like, don't go to bed. Just stay awake. You'll feel worse if you go to sleep. Like,
you're going to hate that.
Yeah.
Far out.
I don't know how they do it. Like, and then, like the amount of time it takes to package everything up and then send it. Like, make sure you're sending the right cards to the right person. Dude. Like, the stress of that. Like, this box break, I'm going to be like I've pre-organized everything. Like,
smart.
There you go, poke your Oz. One spot. Like, everything's ready to go. Like, because I'm like, I can't mess this up. Like,
did you do just Australia for this, or is this international?
I opened it to everyone. I did say, if you're international, we'll have to speak about shipping once it's done.
Yep.
But I was like, it's pretty much 25 Aussie bucks to send anything anywhere. Especially in like just a padded mailer type thing.
Yeah.
The only international was Good Times.
Phew.
It doesn't really count.
Yeah. Oh, because it is a nightmare when I do. I don't know if you do, when you do your giveaways, do you open it up to everyone and then you got to end up sending shit far out, man? I have had some people and then I'll go, oh my God. Like, I've said this before, like when I'm doing a duck race, I am rooting for anyone who's in this country. Okay? Like, I honestly am.
Yeah.
And then it'll be someone I've never heard of before somewhere. And then like, hey, it messages me on Instagram, what's your address? And then there's letters I've never even seen before in the address. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. Like, where is this? Like, I got to go to the post office and be like, where's this going, mate?
The charity stream that I did in February.
Oh, yes.
19 giveaways.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
I think 8 of them were international.
Oh, that's a nightmare. And you had to pay for all the shipping yourself, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I paid for all the shipping. Like, all the stuff was donated.
Yeah.
So all the giveaways were donations from people, from companies, all that sort of stuff. So I didn't pay for any of the stuff we're giving away, which was amazing of the community. But, like, Palms Off Gaming were, I would say, equal biggest giveaway.
Yeah.
Troll Australia did $500 to their website. And Palms Off Gaming sent the most enormous box of their product, which I sort of divvied up between a bunch of giveaways because, like, no one needed 10 packs of sleeves.
Yeah.
So it's like every winner gets a pack of sleeves. But then there was a big binder. There was the large graded card storage thing. Texas.
Oh, nice. How much did that sting you?
$83.
Oh my God.
I literally had the
Far
only
out.
box it fit was a ETB case box.
Far out. Man.
Yeah, I was just like, wow. I think overall, I spent $350 in shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far out. That's hectic, eh? But that was, how much did you make for charity on that stream though?
$7,820 and like 3 cents or something.
You gotta feel that that's worth it at least. You know what I mean? Like that's
100%
so
it was
good.
worth it. Like
That's so awesome. That
considering like I was expecting to be doing a lot of the stuff and giving away the stuff out of my own PC.
Yeah.
And then people started jumping on board, and I was like, well, awesome.
Yeah, so, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is one cool thing about like this hobby and this community is that like there's always something to give away. Like someone's always got a product, and people always want something. There's always something new. There's always a new card, and new, like I say, binders. There's new slats. So it's like finding stuff to give away is so not a problem. Like it's So it's good that people jump on and are willing to like give it away and like go, hey, you know, just shout me out and I'll give you this, and especially if the money's going to a good cause, eh?
Yeah, well, that's the only time I've ever actually reached out and asked.
Yeah,
like for giveaways and stuff. All my other giveaways is my personal stuff. I've asked anyone for anything. So yeah, I've had a few companies actually reach out to say, you buy a box, I'll give you a box. Yeah, you can give away the box. But that's very few and far between. Like I just don't reach out to people. Like, yeah.
Do you do much?
Even like my birthday streams. Hey, what were you gonna say?
No, go finish you.
Like even my birthday streams, you know, I'm opening from like Nostalgia, Kawaii, Pokula and stuff. Like I don't ask them to give me stuff for the stream.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, here's $300. Make me a mystery box.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I hate asking for things.
It feels like that. You sort of feel like, oh, should I ask? But most times, like people do, like people like getting their name out.
Like,
especially if you say I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd be happy to.
You know.
Yeah. Well,
pull the I'm a YouTuber card.
Small YouTuber.
People always think you're bigger than you are. It's all good.
Yeah, 2,500.
Hey,
small,
and you still get. It doesn't matter though, right? Like, so you got 2,500.
No.
Right? You get more people watching your lives and watching your videos than watching mine. I got 6,000, right? Like you said, the subscriber means nothing.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are they?
Yeah, exactly. They're waiting for shorts.
Wait for shorts. Fuck, I know, right? Like, jeez.
Yeah.
Shorts take. I feel like shorts take more of my energy out. Do you ask for any affiliate links or anything?
I don't have a single one.
I was going to ask you, and feel free to say, get fucked, that's private, fuck you. Memberships, monetized, does that pay any good big bickies these days? Or is it sort of just like a drop in the bucket sort of thing?
So last month would have paid for 3 videos.
Say that again?
Last month would have paid for maybe 3 videos.
That's still good. That's good.
Yeah. So I think like I got from YouTube, I think it was 100.
100 what, sorry?
$120.
That's all right. That's still something.
Yeah, it's something. This month was big for me.
Yeah.
I literally got paid today.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
Oh, yeah.
They seem to pay on the 21st. But yeah, I got 500 this month.
Oh, dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, it pays for quite a few videos. Like all the money goes straight back into the channel.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, I don't like live streams. Donations and membership gifting and stuff. That's if it's a quiet month of live streams because I can't afford them.
Yeah,
you definitely notice it with the money coming back from YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah,
is it? Do you think, in your humble opinion, is it not sustainable? That's not the right word. Is it like, can you do it? Can you go full time as a Pokemon YouTuber in 2024?
No.
It's got to be like, you got to be up there with the big boys.
Yeah. Yep. Like, I don't think, like, the market's so flooded right now.
I feel like it is, eh?
Like, 2,500 subscribers and I'm getting 200 views on a video where I pull this.
Yeah.
Like,
that was a sick video too.
Yeah. Like, I was like, this is going to blow up. This is going to be sick. Like, I had over my shoulder a little sneak peek of the Charizard poking up from behind me.
Yeah.
220 views I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, the market's flooded. People only have so much time to watch videos.
Yeah, it's
like,
true, eh?
If you're not a big boy now, like, doing Pokemon only, chances are you're probably not going to be a big boy. Like,
yeah.
As much as I would love to sit back and be like, I could do this full time. I don't think it's going to happen. Not for me. I'm not saying no one can do it, but yeah, like I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I go full time. Like, I mean, I also have a business, so
Yeah.
it'd be a bit hard to do that. But I'd just love to get to the point where I can do more like the charity stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. Like I love ripping packs, live streams, all that. But if I can use the community that I've grown to be able to help others, like that's my goal.
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
so sweet, bro.
Like,
you got plans for another
I've
charity
had a good
stream?
life. Like, hey,
Don't say things like I've had a good life and then after you dropped the bomb on me before, mate. Like, fucking choose your words carefully, bro. Like,
no,
I'm ready to give it all away, bro. I'm ready to give it all away. Fuck, man.
No, nothing like that. I've had I had a great upbringing. I've never really gone without. So if I can give back to others, like, yeah. So that's what I want to do. So
Hell yeah. Got plans for another stream? Another charity one?
I do, and it's one that's like close to my heart, but I don't know when I'm going to do it. I don't want to do it like too soon. Like I'm not as we've just been saying, not a big channel.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do 2 or 3 charity streams a year. Like kind of want to do one a year.
Make a big deal out of it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Like this time, I probably won't shave the beard, but dye it pink or something like.
Oh, do it.
Something crazy, like yeah, we'll do the hair as well, like. But yeah, I really, really want to do one for like men's mental health.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's a huge thing, like yeah, to me. So yeah, love to do one of them, but I'm not sure when.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do it like November.
Yeah, that'd be a good time
but
to do
then
it.
I was like, I've already done one this year, so I don't really want to do another one.
You could do
this
it.
Year.
Shave again, bro. That was hilarious.
But
like, when
it was gross.
No, it was funny because I was out that day and then I checked back in on you and I checked back in as when you had like this bit shaved.
Just
and
the handlebar.
And I was like, whoa, that got out of control. I thought he was going to shave it all off. It's like,
well, the plan was like I expected it to go like 6, 7, 12 hours and be struggling to hit the goal. Then we finally hit it, and it was like an hour and 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
shit, still got to give away product.
We've got like another 6 hours of giveaways to do. Like, so I was like, well, I guess we'll just shave bit by bit, and
That was good. That was good. Keep people like sticking around. Did you get hair all over your desk? Was it a nightmare?
No, so I had a little bin that I could like tuck under and like hold under my chin while I was shaving, but
God,
there was still hair everywhere.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, oh my God, the nightmare of hair and cards all over the desk. Like,
oh yeah,
that's my OCD.
Yeah. Well, I sat back a little bit, so it wasn't on the cards and stuff. And
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe like June. I think there's something in June for men's mental health as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is, but yeah, I think I might hold off till then and
give you time to
do
like
something
build
massive.
up. And,
Yeah.
I've because I wanted to do a Christmas one. I kind of wanted to do it last year and then was moving house and it didn't really fucking happen. But I'm gonna try and do like a Christmas one this year. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, like and make it not
like
so
a charity one or just a big giveaway.
Yeah, a charity one. But like in my head, I want to make it so it's in my head. It's really hard for me to make it. Not hard for me to. Let me rephrase this so I don't sound like a fucking idiot. But like, I want to make sure it's very focused on the charity, not me trying to make a video. If that makes you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to because sometimes you watch it and you're like, fuck, is it like? Not saying it looks like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like from a feeling perspective. I'm like, fuck, I want to make sure that it comes across that this is a charity thing, not a hey guys, come check out my channel thing. You know what I mean? There's a mental thing in my head where I'm trying to. How do I make it not cheesy?
It's a lot
make
easier
it respectful
than you're thinking.
And make it. You reckon? I'm overthinking it.
You're overthinking it.
Okay.
Like you do a charity stream. Like you're talking live stream or video?
Yeah, live stream. Like I'd like to.
Yeah.
And then toys for kids or something like something cool like that.
Yeah. Yep. No one will even question it.
Yeah.
Like, you do that. Like, no shade at anyone, but look at some of these big streamers, and they've never done anything like that.
Yeah. That fucking pisses me off though, eh?
how many
piss you off?
people they've got watching. A little bit, man.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, yeah, you've got such a massive following, and these people are throwing like hundreds of dollars at you.
Yeah.
Like,
just to sit there and rip packs. Yeah. I've thought
do something with it.
I thought that a while ago. I was like, because I'm in two sides of it, because I understand that, like, if you are a big streamer and you're ripping thousands of dollars worth of shit, and people are paying you to watch you do that, that's fine, because you've probably done your hard work, you've done the hours, you've done the... Especially this is a hobby that costs money. It just is. There's no way around it.
And that's why I said, like, I'm not throwing shade.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Then there's, like, you sit there and go, this guy just gave that guy $200 just to make a funny comment at the top of his... on a random Tuesday. Like, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, man, like, there's... Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get it too. And I'm like, but then, like, you sort of go, fuck.
Like, one of those guys that does those big donations, he actually dropped 1,000 on my charity stream.
That's awesome. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good that there's those people out there that still want to, you know. Yeah. The fact you still made $7,000 in a day is fucking unbelievable, right?
It was insane.
Like, like, you can say you're a small channel all you want, bro, but that's fucking unbelievable. Like,
yeah, I was blown away. Like, I was like, you know, I was contemplating setting the goal at $2,000.
Yeah, which would have still been fucking unbelievable too. That would still been amazing.
Yeah, yeah. But I was like, we may not even get close to that. Like, I don't know.
Your
Pokemon YouTuber.
Oh, your microphone just cut out for a second. Sorry. Oh, it's all good. It's back.
You good?
Yeah, your microphone just cut out for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But, like, I've never seen another Pokemon YouTuber do it.
Yeah.
Like, a charity stream. So I'm like, I don't know how well this is going to go. Like, it's an Australian charity. Is anyone overseas even going to want to donate to an Australian charity? Like, yeah. So I had no idea. I'm like, do I set the goal at 2,000? Like, do I set the goal at 10,000 and just really go for it?
Yeah.
But yeah, after, like, I spoke to a bunch of people in the community. I was like, what do you reckon? They're like, dude, you're going to hit. But then there's the self-doubt and I steps in. I'm like, oh, yeah.
If you set it for 2,000, I think that's still an amazing. Like, just say you only got 2,000. That's still very something you can be proud of to give to a charity. Like, that's a lot of money. Like, charity wins regardless. Yeah, that's that's the idea. Is it doesn't matter if it's 2,000, 10K, or fucking $2. Like, charity wins in the end, right?
Yep,
that's the idea.
That's all I wanted.
So if you set it for 2K, which is very humble and fucking perfect, and then I bet the thing is though, if you tell yourself 10K, you'll be fucking stressing out.
Yeah.
If you sell yourself 2K,
too big,
everything's a bonus. Everything's a bonus.
Yeah.
Mentally, while you're doing it, you'll enjoy it more. You'll be proud of yourself. You'll be proud of everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, if you set it at 10K and you get 7, you're like, oh, we didn't reach our K, but it was still really good. Mentally, you'll be like, oh, we were so close. You know what I mean?
Oh, we didn't do it.
Right? But if you set it at 2, then everything's a bonus. You're more happy. You're more positive. The rest of the day is a bonus. Everyone's having fun. Everyone's proud of you.
We hit 5K and I was almost in tears.
Fuck like, yeah, exactly. And like, you're like, this is more than double what you asked for. It's only amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then we even got like $1,000 donation after the stream ended.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I came back, like, because I left the link up for till midnight that night or something. We finished at like 6,800, and I went back in to take a photo of it on the screen, and it was $7,800. I'm like, yeah. Some guy left a comment on the replay. Oh, sorry, I couldn't be there. I'm just like, you just dropped $1,000. I've never even seen your name in my chat.
Oh my god, that is gangster.
Yeah, after the stream, like.
Far out.
Yeah.
What a top bloke.
Yeah.
Some rich dude just sitting there, like, scrolling the internet going, oh, yeah.
And like, the only thing, it was a guy in a suit was his profile picture, and his name was Muhammad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I was like, thank you so much. Like,
fucking A. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, that's good you got behind.
I only had one person that was upset with the charity stream.
Why?
So when I started posting and put it out there, I had one guy go start commenting on all my videos, and he was a member of the channel too. Started posting stuff like, out of all the charities you could have chosen, this is the one you chose. It's not real. We're just brainwashing people into, and like, cancel my membership now. I'm like, well, I can't. Can't cancel your membership. It runs out at the end of the month. Just don't pay it again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, why would I cancel
yeah,
it?
I was just like, bro, like even if you don't believe in the charity, why are you so upset? Like,
Far.
why are you mad?
What was your
Like,
charity for that one again? Sorry.
autism awareness.
Yeah, and what was his thing? Problem with that? Like,
It doesn't exist. Autism's not a thing.
Okay.
We brainwashed people into thinking they're
yeah,
autistic.
he's one of them guys, is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sometimes you
was
just gotta
like,
let those ones just talk out loud and just let it go, eh?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, they're not worth
It was funny,
responding
like,
to.
every video for the next, well, pretty much every video since, there's been one dislike.
Does that ever bum you out? Or do you not think about
because
it?
it lasts. Because like one dislike still adds, like, it's like bad publicity. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
Like,
So, it's obviously
one,
still filtering
one
to other
thumbs down
people.
is still an interaction.
That's still
like,
someone seeing it from,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's still an interaction, which YouTube's like, yeah, cool. One. As long as the dislikes don't outweigh the likes.
Yeah, it's true. You really got to fuck up
Yeah.
to, like, you really
Yeah.
got to fuck up to do
Yeah.
that. Like posting, your trolley with all your UPCs or something, like, yeah.
I won't show you off camera.
Well, yeah. Oh, dude, I got a box over there. No, I bought my box a few months back off. I bought a case of UPCs off my mate because he was selling them cost price at the time. It was actually more than what Costco was selling them for. So I don't feel bad.
Yep. Well, I paid like two to $2.20 for all of mine. I've still got like 10 of them.
Just hold them, man. 151's gonna be like,
Yeah.
pay off the mortgage one day, bro.
That was 151 was the only thing I've bought for my personal collection.
Yeah.
Since starting the channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I've still got 3 or 4 sealed cases of ETBs.
Wow. Hold them.
Which
Don't
is
open them.
Really hard to like.
Don't do it, man. Don't. Nah.
I
You know
know.
what? I always feel.
I know.
I've done it twice. Actually, that's a lie. I've done it about 4 times where I've dug into like the personal collection just for content.
Yeah.
Usually because it's a Friday. I'm hammered and Swadsy's there going, rip another box, bro. Like, fuck.
Just do it, bro.
Oh, mate. Like,
You won't do it.
makes me sick. It makes me sick when I watch
The
back.
old Jolie would have done it.
Yeah, he says it all the time, but it makes me sick when
Yeah.
So last year I was trying to go for the trifecta, where I get 3 alts in one night, and I pulled. This actually makes my heart hurt. Yeah, I pulled the Roaring Moon from Paradox Rift, and then I pulled a Rotom and a Giratina in the one Lost Origin box. No,
Yeah, right.
So I was like, but at the time I said I wanted that, the Giratina, the Roaring Moon, the Giratina, and the Lugia and Silver Tempest. So I ripped open like 2 or 3 boxes of Silver Tempest and didn't get the Lugia right out of this case of Silver Tempest, yeah. And then the next week, I ripped open 1 or 2 of the other boxes and pulled the fucking Lugia, and it still breaks my heart because I'm not making this up. I said in the chat, can everyone write down which box I should open, 3, 4, or 5, or whatever? I think the box that had the Lugia was the one that fucking Swadsy said to open, and I, out of spite, said, "Fuck no, I'm not listening to Swadsy." So I would have actually I literally would have pulled the Giratina, the Roaring Moon, and the Lugia in the one night. I would have actually done the trifecta, and the world would have been beautiful. And because there's even a part of me that wishes
Swansea know?
I think I've told him that, and I think
Okay.
I think even in my own head, I was like, I wish I'd started and done it, because then I wouldn't have ripped the other 4 Silver Tempest boxes, yeah? So I would have 4 Silver Tempest boxes just sitting there. Oh, fuck. And then, I tried to do it the week after, and obviously I'd already pulled the Giratina, so I was like, oh, I'll go for the Aerodactyl now. So I ripped the rest of my fucking Lost Origin stash. So I ripped all these Silver Tempest, all this Lost Origin. I ripped a case of Fusion Strike. And then I'm looking back, this is only last year, and I'm like, what did I do? It's ripped $5,000 worth of shit now, because Silver Tempest and Lost Origin are getting up there, and so is Fusion. I'm like, what have I done? I can't. So now I'm very no, once it hits, that's your sealed. Either someone's paying you top dollar to rip that, or nah, I can't.
How bad did you get with your personal collection?
How bad?
Do you ever tidy stuff up and be like, when did I even buy this?
Bad. Oh, dude, this. It makes me sick when I go back through my Instagram page and I see Evolving Skies packs and shit. It's ripping them on Tuesday for no reason. Shit.
So I was tidying my personal collection area to make room for some of the 151 stuff, and I'm like, there was a booster box case still wrapped in like the black shipping plastic they put around it. So I didn't even know what was in it. Like, so I cut into the plastic and I open it up. I'm like, oh, when the hell did I buy a case of Silver Tempest booster boxes?
Oh God.
Like,
yeah.
yeah. I was just like, I don't even remember doing that, like ever. Like,
oh, far out.
Yeah. Yeah. I've opened there's cases of ETBs that are still in black plastic. And I'm like, I don't know what's in it.
Just
like,
hold them, mate. Just hold them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like one day I'll have to take the black plastic so I can actually read the label on it so I can work out what's in there because I got no idea.
So when you go to make a live, do you ever just randomly, do you think about it, like building up to the live, like it's a Friday, just a random Friday that's not like a special stream? Would you just go, oh, I'll rip this, that, I'll dig into this? Or do you actually go, no,
most
I'll
of my
buy
lives
some stuff?
are like for special occasions.
Yeah, so it's more...
So they're planned well ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not going digging
it's very rare that I'm just like, oh, let's just go live.
Yeah. That's the dangerous part.
Because I've already got a video on that day.
Fucking dangerous part.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but like there's times where like I do the members. And there's times where I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to give away. And I just start looking around the room. I'm like, there's got to be something in here that they want. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So
you see to give
yeah,
away.
That can get dangerous because I'm like, oh, there's nothing good on the shelves. Like, no one's going to want a Pokemon Go tin. Like,
well, that's why I started making. I don't know if you saw last year, I made the crap boxes, and I got to start doing it again. Yeah, right. Because it was like you do the one good one or two good ones, then do one filled with shit. Yeah, and I was like, it's fun. B, like you can't complain when you get the shit box, or because you don't know what's in it. And three, it's good for cleaning up the fucking office. Like, it's good for getting rid of all the shit. So like, I've got like 10 boxes ready to go now, right? I've got like women's NBA basketball cards in them. I've got some fucking...
So that's the good box, yeah?
God, yes. It's killer, bro. I kept the signatures. I kept the autos and the numbered cards out of it just in case. Just in case.
Yep.
I've got like friggin' like just some fucking... What is it? What do you call it? Weiss. The Disney Weiss, like random, random cards I've opened over time. Yes, and random. So they all go in like the crap box. And then I put like sleeves and fucking all the energy cards. I always, for those of you who don't know, I always do put like a pack of cards in the shit box as well. I don't advertise that I do, but I do. There, curtain pulled back. But just like it's like fuck it, why not? But it gets rid of shit off the desk. It's gross. Like
so like you're set up behind you. The cube things and stuff. Yeah. I've got that in front of me.
Oh, really? I would like to shit in there. That's a fucking good idea.
Yeah, that's all my storage. Like basically on that shelf, it's free game for the channel.
Yeah.
Fuck, if it's on there, it can be opened up. Yeah.
I like that. Just having all the shit there, eh?
That's so I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's 8 tins of Pokemon Go. There's a Pikachu V box. There's a Chilling Rain and a Silver Tempest booster box. A whole bunch of ETBs from Sword and Shield, like some Battle Stadium boxes.
Oh, fuck.
And then there's just some absolute rubbish, like 2 of the Eevee Pokemon Go boxes. Like,
fucking hell, you got heaps of shit.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty stupid. Yeah.
See, I would just try and keep that now. I'm like. Right.
Well, like it's some of the stuff now. It's just like the Pokemon Go stuff. Like now, I'm just going to keep that, and every year on the anniversary,
rip the Pokemon
Pikachu
Go.
Eevee, like until I don't have any more Pokemon Go. But yeah, like the stuff up there, like a Chilling Rain booster box is probably going for $350 at the moment. Like
I think it might be more than that. Even
maybe don't open that. Like
hold that for when like your 10,000 subs member stream or something. The big ticket ones.
All
right.
But
so what next for your channel? You got your big thing tomorrow. You got your big stream tomorrow.
Yep.
And then what's the next big thing after that? Or you just having fun?
Just going with the flow, brother. Just having fun. I had another one of the admins from Australian Pokemon community reach out and be like, hey, do you want to do a box break if everyone wants it opened? So they're supporting me. Like, they're great guys over there. So it could be another box break, but not done through me. I just get the joy of opening it.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's better though.
Yeah. But apart from that, man, just going with the flow, having fun. Like the big break tomorrow night's hopefully going to be a lot of fun. But I'm like, I kind of feel bad for the people that don't get a hit. Like
you can
you
kind
know
of,
what I mean? Like I'm that like soft-hearted
because they're
where I'm
paid
like,
for it.
I spent $100 and they get not even hollows because they weren't guaranteed back then.
You know what you can do? You can do the I think Adzi does it.
I know
like,
what you're gonna say.
Pull out the card out of the random. Yeah, there you go. You've already thought about it. You're already a step ahead. That way you can sleep at night. You'll be able to sleep well tomorrow. Okay. Knowing they get something.
I had yesterday off as well, which was a weird change, and I literally just went through. And there's some absolute garbage in here. Like, well, what do we got there?
Close enough, good enough.
So a Squirtle from 2012.
It's vintage, bro.
Yeah, and then there's like stuff in there. It's like, oh, here's a Cloth EX.
Why not? Listen, that's the game. Yeah, you pay for packs.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Hey guys, that's a good hit. That's a good hit.
Yeah,
I'd be happy to get that.
There's some really good hits in there, and then there's some absolute trash.
You got and like you can't go too hard because if you put a bunch of like alt arts and like shit in there, it ends up just coming out of your pocket.
I think there's an alt art Noivern in there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right.
Yeah,
have like one
not
decent.
The big hit from. Yeah,
it's a decent.
It's a decent. Like heavily off-centered. I love that Noivern alt art though from Evolving Sky. It's like the Batman one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But it is so OC.
Yeah,
it may actually get an OC grade.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a fucking Giratina that people keep telling me to get graded because it's off-center, but I don't think it's off-center enough. I think it's just really bad centered. But it's really bad centered.
It's like a slap in the face. It's not OC enough to actually be OC.
Oh, when I fucking pulled that too, I looked at it and I was just like, what the fuck? And then on the back, it's got ink dots all over it. I was like, oh my God. I ripped so much Lost Origin to find that. And then I pulled a second one when I pulled the second one on stream that time. And it's definitely not a PSA 10, but if I got a 9, I'm still going to get it graded. If it gets a 9, I'd be happy because the Giratina is still a great card. It's like, whatever, I've got one. I
pulled it.
I own 2. You never pulled it? I'd give you one, but I never
pulled
it.
any of the never pulled any of the alt arts from Lost Origin.
Fuck, real? Not even like the Rotom or the...
No.
Actually, I had to pull the Rotom the first time, and then I buy the Rotom the first time, and then I pulled it fucking 6 months later. But yeah, fuck.
But yeah, like it's so this bad boy
that makes up for it, bro. That looks good.
The centering is good.
That looks great.
But it's cambered.
What do you mean? Like it's like slightly like not
tilted. Yeah, it's tilted, but it's not off-centered. Like, yeah, it's an odd one. It's like
I think I've seen that before, actually. Yeah,
I've had it quite a few times with a few cards. And the last PSA submission, we sent one or two as a test to see, and they got 10s.
Risk it for the biscuit, brother.
Yeah.
You gotta grade that anyway.
You
gotta grade it anyway.
Like,
even
this gets graded because, like, So, ever since I started getting back into collecting, that was my chase card because Hidden Fates was still available then.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going into Target and buying what do they call them? The Kanto boxes that have the 10 packs.
Oh,
of
yeah.
I went into Kmart and bought 4 of them. They were $75 each. Ripped 2 of them. 2 of them are back on the shelf. I'm glad I didn't rip all of them.
Yeah. Once you get the big hit, you gotta stop ripping as well, eh? Like,
well, that was the first time I ever had the big hit.
Fuck, that's so cool.
From Hidden Fates, anyway. Like, but yeah, Evolutions. Yeah, like, oh yeah.
It's such a sign of relief, when you like open up that big expensive tin and you get the hit and you're like, oh, thank fuck. Like, because that $300...
well, I actually had to, like, in the video I pulled that, like the latest video, I peaked my mic.
Yeah.
When the excitement happened. I had to cut that bit out.
Like, oh, real?
Yeah, because the mic was just... I blew it out. Like, yeah.
I would
didn't even pick up any sound.
Oh, real?
Like, yeah. It picked up no sound. I apparently got that loud. Like, I have spent hours on this microphone screaming at the top of my lungs to make sure that doesn't happen. And then you pull a Charizard and but
There's a new level that comes out of your mouth when you go, yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. It's like when you get electrocuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make noises that you're like, wait, did I make that noise? Like, yeah.
Fuck yes. Well, I was watching that video and I was like, I can't believe you just pulled that. I was just like, what the fuck? Especially after just watching the Evolutions box the other day, I was like, this guy's pulling Zards.
I spoke it into existence.
Yeah, because you were saying, you're talking like right before you, I think you were talking about it like just before you pulled it out.
That pack.
Yeah.
I'm like
talking about it.
I'm like, come on, Charizard, come on, Charizard, come on, Charizard.
And just,
it's
just there in your hand.
In like the third or fourth pack in that video as well. I did it. I'm like, you never be mad at pulling a Mewtwo. Oh, bang, Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, I got to do this more often. Like,
fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah. Every pack from the box break tomorrow, I'm like, oh, this is a Charizard.
Yeah, but I've done that too. I've done it. Go, come on, and then you end up getting in the box and you're like, come on, dear God, last pack magic, dear God. Like, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no good.
So I've ripped 4 Evolutions boxes in my time.
Yeah.
And I've never had one where we haven't got the Zards.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the hollow one, or just like one of the Zards?
The hollow and the reverse hollow.
Fucking hell.
I can't remember about the Mega Full Art, which apparently that's the most valuable out of the lot at the moment. It goes for more than the hollow. Yeah.
I sold that recently for fuck all.
EX.
I sold that for like $60-$70, I'm pretty sure. Did I get ripped off?
Yeah, they're like 200 and something.
Fuck. Sold that for like $70, bro.
Actually, I've got the tabs up. I'll bring it up.
I sold it. Actually, I sold it with a bunch of cards. So I couldn't really tell you how much it was.
Yeah, okay. So I went to and got all the tabs up. Oh, okay. No, it's not that much. Sorry, it's 50 US.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I sold it for 70.
So none of the cards are massissive hitters. But yeah, that's the Mega Charizard EX. Yeah, 50 US, and then the Holo 37.91.
The Holo.
But yeah.
Oh fuck! I thought that was still going for more, eh?
Yeah, I mean that's US, but yeah, I thought it was more. Yeah.
Fuck. I think Evolutions is kind of like just that set that it's kind of good to open because it's kind of the cheapish one of like base. So it's still exciting to open, but then I think the value is kind of like, yeah, there's enough of them in existence still. It'll blow up soon. Yeah.
I think I have 2 booster boxes still.
Fuck yeah, like $1,200 a box now, aren't they?
Oh, anywhere from like 12 to 1,500. Like,
yeah. I think they're starting to get up there as well.
The high end are definitely like pushing their luck, but
yeah,
people are still buying them on eBay for that. I'm like,
they're a good rip and ship. They're a good box break box. People like them because all those boxes that are around the $1,000 mark now, they're like the easier ones to. Oh, you got 3 now. Like it's kind of like you kind of know.
These are all around the 1,200.
Yeah, and they're good sets. Like people can still go, I'll pay $30 a pack for them. Like that makes sense. And I think Evolutions is only $40 a pack now. But like, you know, people will pay it. Like people.
Well, I've done them. Yeah, about $33 a pack. Like
once you add in all the stuff and plus postage and shit. Yeah, like it makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, that's pretty much what it cost me. Like, I'm not making money on this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing this for content. So yeah.
Good content. Get them hours. Get them. Ad money, bro.
Well, I won't even have ads on this stream. On the live stream, I'll only be on the replay.
Oh yeah.
Because could you imagine it's your pack, and I'm ripping it, and an ad comes up for you?
Fuck yeah, I'm all for it. Whatever. You should give me money, man. You can put ads on front of on my face if you want. You know.
So yeah, I've turned ads off for the.
Oh really?
Yeah, they'll be up. Obviously there'll be ads on the replay if someone goes back and watches it, but I'm not going to have ads on. I'd be pissed if that
ads
was
don't
my
come
turn.
on the live stream though, do they?
Yeah, you can either set it. You can set it so YouTube does it, or you can.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want ads in my. I joke. I don't really want ads in the middle of my live stream. That sounds annoying and takes away.
Look, I do it. I have ads in my live streams.
If it's paying you.
Yeah, but I'm ripping stuff for myself. So someone misses a hit. Well, I'm sorry, but I'll take my 1 cent for the ad.
The chances of that happening are like pretty low anyway. So I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you also get a warning. So on your YouTube studio that you're streaming it through, it says ad coming in 30 seconds.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can choose to skip it. Yeah. So if you're paying attention, you can skip it. Like if you're opening, base set pack or something.
And if you're premium, you just don't see the ad. Is that how it works, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, but yeah, because people have paid into this one, I'm like, I'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want someone to get an ad right as I pull them the Charizard and they miss it. Like,
it'd be shitty. Like, it'd be a real shitty vibe to like a good night,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You probably
like, what did I get? Oh, we packaged it up as Charizard, I think.
Yeah, that would suck. That would be pretty shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freaking A. Well, I've only got one more question to ask you, and it's probably the most important question I can ask you.
Yep.
Have you filled out your application for maths next year?
No.
Come on, man.
I have not.
Represent the community. It'd be the best.
I will not.
Was that?
I got a business to run.
Your new business is finding love on a TV show. On a fucking horrible TV show.
Reality TV show.
It's so fake.
That I've never seen a single episode of.
You're missing out. You're missing out. It's a grass show.
Am I though?
It's all right. So I could not think of anything worse than watching it. And then I had an ex-girlfriend years ago that got me sucked into a season, which is now infamously known as the best season that ever was. I think it was like 2018 and 2019. And it was the best season ever. It was great quality trash TV, right? And then since then, and then my missus now, she loves it. So like, I blame her for watching it, but like, actually I do blame her for watching because she watches it right at the start. I hate the start. The weddings are the most boring part. I want the drama straight away. Yeah.
They literally have the weddings at the start.
The weddings are at the start. That's how the show starts. It's married at first sight. Like you never see the person before and then you meet at the altar. You don't even know how the show works, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, fuck, man. You got to get on this show, bro. You'd love it. If you didn't even know that.
Fuck, man.
Dude, it's going to be the best show.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the best. You'll love it. You'll have the time of your life and it won't be horrible. And they won't, and they'll edit you to look like a prick. That's what they do, though. Like, that's the problem. They edit all these.
Every reality TV show ever.
Bad. Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse than being on reality TV. It's like, I would never go on it.
You're trying to sign me up to it.
Yeah, but it's not me. Yeah, but me and Harry just want... Because me and Harry said, like, if you go on it... and
You're just my managers.
No, we want to be your best men at the wedding, Be the best. It'll be good content for the podcast next year. Yeah.
Is it a legally binding marriage?
Nah, it's full just for the show, eh? It's full just like... It's not even a contract.
Okay.
It's more legit when you get married in Vegas than it is like on this show.
I tried to get married in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, tell me.
I was over there with my best mate and I was like, bro, let's just get married.
It wouldn't do it?
Yeah. No, his missus wouldn't have a bar of it.
What a jerk.
Apparently it actually holds up. Like
I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but I think in Vegas it's legit until you leave the state, is what I've heard. I don't know how true that is though, so... I've heard.
Someone told us it's like legit.
It's like, oh no, that's your partner now. Like, your boy's your boy now. Like,
you have to get the divorce.
Like, oh, far out. Yeah, no, that'd be a pain in the ass. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but it would have been freaking hilarious.
Vegas weddings are actually pretty
Davidson
cool though.
Church.
Oh, frick yeah.
Yeah,
it'd be sick as. I'd love to get married in Vegas.
Yeah, but he's like, oh, the missus probably won't like that. I'm like, oh.
You can actually, there is a place in Vegas that does like the fake wedding chapel. Have you seen that?
No.
There's a fake one in, I think it's down near the Stratosphere. So they have like a fake church background and you get to wear a tuxedo and a bridesmaid. So you can take photos and then send them back to your family saying, like fucked up and shit. They got like fake champagne bottles and shit. So you can take these really like loose as like wedding photos.
Yeah.
Just for the gag. And then you send it back home to your family going, hey, soz, but I actually did marry someone. I was like, that's a genius. That's a great money making idea. You don't actually have to go through with it, but you still get to piss your family off back home.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Vegas is a great place.
It is. I love it. I'd go back any day.
Fuck yeah.
Been there twice.
I've been there twice too. It's fucking good fun.
Yeah. And San Francisco I love, but
fuck
maybe
yeah,
not anymore.
Maybe not anymore. Why?
Yeah. Oh, it's turned into like a massive homeless place.
It
Like,
was pretty hectic
is-
when I went there. I went there 2019.
Yeah.
So I went there a few
Yeah, I
months
went-
before the COVID. So
Yeah, I was there 2011 and 2015.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. Loved it.
yeah.
Did the nighttime ghost tour at Alcatraz.
Yeah, we did that too. The night one. It's so good.
Yeah,
The night one is great.
So good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely loved it.
Yeah, San Fran's a beautiful city. Like it's very much
Yeah.
it feels like it's got a Melbourne vibe. Like everyone always says that, but it kind of with the Segway tours through the streets and through the houses and over the hills and shit. Like
Yeah.
and fuck yeah, it's just I love San Fran.
Here's a funny thing. I've been to San Fran twice and I've been to Melbourne once.
You fucking serious? Bro, come down to Melbourne, bro. Come down for a card show one day, mate. Like, you should.
Yeah. It's just hard because I work weekends. So,
Yeah. Well,
but yeah,
you should
I've
look
got
at
it. Yeah.
one of the hobby hangouts, mate. Like, book it in. There's a card fest coming out next year on a Sunday. Oh, it's called.
I'll get down to one.
Dude, totally. It'd be
Because
mad.
there's so many like you legends down there.
Yeah.
But I've 1st of December, I think I'm going to try to go to Hobby Hangout
In Sydney, yeah.
So, yeah,
Fuck
I'll try to talk Woody into going. Swadsy was going to try and go.
I think.
So he messaged me about it. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've got something on that weekend. I
Yeah.
feel like December 2nd I've got something on.
That's a Monday.
Yeah, there's
So
something
the first
there.
is a Sunday.
No, I think there's like something on December 2nd. Like, I think there's like a gig or something down here. From
Yeah,
memory.
right.
I'll have to double check that. But yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
okay.
fucking cool. Maybe everyone
Yeah.
flies into Sydney.
Yeah.
That'd be fun
Yeah.
as. Well, that's,
Yeah. No, but I definitely, like, next year I'm going to try get down. Like, I got to. Like,
You just like your microphone cut out again then. What did you say? Sorry. I don't know
I don't know what's going on there.
It's only done it like a couple of times, but yeah, just.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I definitely will try to get to a Melbourne one next year.
Yeah, shit, yeah. We've
Yeah.
got some good ones,
Yeah.
mate. We got
Yeah, I know.
Midnight's making some big ones. Hobby
Yeah.
Hangouts doing some good things. There's another one that's just open now. There's a new one next year too. Collect Fest or something.
Yeah, okay.
So some big
We
ones
got
happening.
Comic-Con this weekend in Canberra.
Oh fuck yeah, you going to that?
No, I'm working.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I missed out on it.
Oh,
so.
damn, you need to
didn't
hire
even
yourself
know it was
someone else,
happening.
mate. You need to hire someone else to get them weekend shift for you, bro.
Yeah, mate, you don't get in the equipment to be rich though, so
Ah.
no money being thrown around. I can tell you that.
Passion for the fish. It's just the passion of the fish.
Yep.
All right, bro. That was anything else? You want to give yourself a plug? Give yourself a last minute plug, mate.
All right. Well, as you can see on the screen, I'm PokeGaz. I do videos on Monday and Fridays. Every Monday and Friday at 7 a.m. If you don't see one in the morning when you wake up, that's because it's going to be a live stream that night. But yeah, check me out on YouTube. Subscribe. If we get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which we're probably going to be struggling, I do have a celebrations UPC to give away. So yeah, I've been promising that for 2 years now. It didn't happen last year. I extended it to this year, but
This year, game to 5K.
That's the goal. Yeah. So if you haven't, go subscribe. Do me a favor. You can check me out on Instagram, but I really only post on there when there's a video going up. So, but yeah, I've had an absolute blast, Jolie.
Hey, thank you so much for being on here, mate. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
Casual 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Oh, yeah, time to have dinner.
Yes.
But, pulled pork's in
yes.
the
Sorry
oven.
for stop. Yes. Sorry. I picked it right at a good time where it was like, if you didn't get dinner beforehand, you know, you're fucked.
Yep. Oh, that's all right. The longer the pulled pork sits, yeah,
Even
the
better.
better it's going to be. So
I'm going to have some 2-minute noodles, bro. Like, you know.
beautiful. My second favorite.
Even better. All right, mate. Thank you so much for joining in, and I will see you again soon. And I'll try and tune in tomorrow. I'll sneakily try and tune in tomorrow for your.
Don't get in trouble.
I will get in trouble. It's worth it. All right, let's do a sign off. I don't know how to sign off. Peace out.
Cheers, mate.